Good evening, one and all. It's Friday, it's the end of the working week, and that of course means jumping into a little bit more variety. Today, well, it's actually a little bit less variety. It's the same game as last week. You voted for it once again. We're back onto Elite Dangerous, but first things first, how is everyone today? Hope you're all doing well where you are around the world. Hello there, Flowing Thoughts. Hello there, Crown Ladybug. Hello there, Mate J. Hello, Longshot. Hello, Coracop. Hello, Vlad. Hello, Baroni. How are we all doing? Got Messi ready to go. We should be all good. Popping on in to, well, what we've been up to. Also, Coracop with the hydrate. Yeah, I suppose I did this. I drank it first before you did that, so I should do it again. Cheers. Currently waiting for a Warframe update. Fair do. We've done the Warframe updates. We had 2 Warframe updates in a single stream on Wednesday. I'm done with those for now. We'll get back to Warframe on Sunday. For today, we are a little bit more spacey-wacy stuff, a little bit more comprehensive than what you get in Railjack, you know? Flow Thoughts scene, you've got yourself a cup of tea with the oat milk in it. Yeah, it works out. Oat milk is pretty good in tea. It's not my favourite choice overall. I'll be honest, I do prefer cow's milk in tea. That's just how it be, but oat milk is my second go-to, yes. Absolutely. Another one? Yeah, we had 2, red text in the same stream. We had the one where it started off at the very start of the stream, and then we had another red text just partway through. Yeah, it's a thing. Anyway, as I mentioned in the stream title, on the Go Live and all that lot, we've got an election to win. And I am very literal in meaning that. Like, quite literally, if we have a look at the Democrats of Amicus, we see here, government democracy, conflict status, currently under conflict with the enemy, HIP 65049 Faith. I gotta say, not the catchiest of names. Cheers. Yeah, not the catchiest of names. But they're only say almond milk works quite well in tea, although avoid soy milk. Soy milk's actually what my dad prefers in his tea, but fair enough. I've never tried almond milk. I'll be honest, if I'm gonna go for a milk that is not cow's milk, it'll be oat milk. Yeah. Getting political? I mean, everything's political if you look hard enough. Never played Elite. Is it worth getting? Well, hopefully over the next 3 hours, Vlad, I can answer that question for you with a demonstration. But as we can see here, current state, this faction is under the election state. So it says election is a peaceful conflict between 2 factions with reasonably similar ideologies. Yo, does Salmon Fish, thank you very much for subscribing with your Prime over here as well. Thank you very much on that indeed. Enjoy a lovely blue badge, your remotes to go with it, your access to Supporter Tea Lounge over on the Discord, and your ad-free viewing. Cheers, cheers, cheers on that indeed. So with the election, I'm very surprised that an election happened, because this here is the faction that they're in an election with. You can see where it says influence on the 4th row down for each of these 2 faction details. They have the same influence at the moment, and when 2 factions get the same influence, that's when they come into conflict and Elite Dangerous. Because they're now deciding who's going to be in control of this very station right here. This one, the one we're looking at right here. They're deciding who should be in control of that. And deciding is very much the right word because they went into election. I did not expect this, considering that the controlling faction is a theocracy. For those who don't know, a theocracy, an independent group that claims to be religious in nature. It is possible this group may not be an officially sanctioned religion, but at the end of the day, they are led by a papal group or something like that. Whether they have a pope or just a priest or whoever is in charge, I don't know. The point is that their entire government system is religious. So to have a faction like that in control, see an upstart of a Democratic Party growing up, and they go, well, Democratic Party, seeing as a lot of people think that you are important around here, how about we have an election about it? Not a war. Not a holy war, like I was expecting. No, a election. Quite a surprise, but you know what? I'll take it. I will absolutely take it. Yes, stick to the fictional for here, Coracop. Politics is a very sensitive subject. We can do with not getting into that on this channel, as, well, we're just not geared for it. Can a player partake in the executive role of the faction? No. So, the way that the game works is that you are an individual. I am commander of any of the ships that I purchase. If I go into Starport Services here real quick... Oh, I've still got free look on. And go into my shipyard here. We can see right here I have all of these ships. We got this one is my current ship that I'm using at the moment, Python. It's a medium-sized ship. I also have a few other ships. Some of them are not at this location. One of them is. This one I've nicknamed the Estero, but it is a Diamondback Explorer. Things to that effect. And if you're wondering as to why it says Echo there, it's because I've named it that specifically so it messes with the station announcers. It is specifically to mess with them. I probably should show you that at some point today, but we'll get back to that. You play as an individual, and as much as you can have an influence on politics, have an influence on the ongoing wars and whatnot all around the place, you are still an individual. You are not a politician, you are not a hive mind of multiple characters or whatnot, so you cannot directly take part in the factions. Instead, you affect their influence, and primarily you do that by doing things in the system or against the system. For example, what I've been doing here, I go to the mission board, and we head over to this group here, Democrats of Amicus, the one that I want to have win the election. I've gone to their missions, like their transportation missions, and this one here is a perfect example. So it's like, hey, we need you to get 28 units of rutile, please. Get the 28 units, bring it over to this station, and either we'll pay you, which will also give you a bit of reputation with us. I'm maxed out, excuse me. Or you can get a bit, and you get a bit of influence. Alternatively, get less money, but you also get some engineering materials that's used to upgrade your ship. Or, again, less money, not as much lower down as this one, but less money, but our influence grows massively because we can spend those other finances on expanding our faction. And that's what leads to them growing in influence in the system and ultimately winning elections. Kind of missed opportunity of not using our faction commander status. Play some political role in factions. I don't know to what extent they wanted to really get into that kind of stuff. They do have alternative faction stuff going on as well called Power Play. What would be the best way to bring that up? I think, if I recall correctly, Galactic Powers. There we go. Now, this faction I've been talking about so far, the Democrats of Amicus, is a minor faction that exists in one star system. A star system of a population of, I think, a little bit over 100,000. Tiny. Absolutely tiny. These guys, however, are the leaders of entire galactic powers. For example, the Alliance Power led by Edmund de Mahon. Year 3187, it's set like 1,000 years into our future or some stuff. 1,262 exploited systems, 114 controlled systems. That's a little bit bigger. If I pop onto this map here and apparently need to do something to make it visible. Hold on a sec. Display options. Where have I hidden it? I've done something here. Mostly because I don't normally need to have all this stuff up in my face, but bear with me a second. Apparently I need to find a way to turn this on. Asian government, nope. Yep. Economy, state, security, star class. God damn it, where is it? I just want to see the power play sphere. Ah, there we go. I just needed to click Edmund. So yeah, you can see their kind of spheres, literal spheres of influence, with their controlled systems, and then surrounding them, the systems that those controlled systems exert their influence over and exploit for resources, yada yada. But because that is dealing with literal billions of population of simulation, and you are one person, it all goes on a simulated level. And you can see right here is where I've decided to set up shop, right the way outside of all of that lot. I'm on the very, very far edge of this bubble of populated space. All that lot hubbub going on down there, and I'm just staying out of it for the most part. Because it's a load of hubbub, and also there is, wars happening, which is not great. Unexpectedly big. You heard this map is a one-to-one recreation of the galaxy. Yes. So if I click on this real quickly, I'm going to hit the wrong one. Nope. Okay, we'll zoom on that system. It's close enough. That's the system next door to the one I'm living in. Okay. So this is one star system. This star system here, the HIP 61632, has a population of 4.8 million. Right next door to Amicus. And when I say right next door, that is 19.81 light years. So you got that scale there. This is about 20 light years long, this line. You see that line there? 20 light years. All the way down there, we see some stuff right the way down. But we don't need to go looking down there to give you a scale. We can see the galaxy around us at the moment. So you can see it's brighter over that way because that's towards the center. Let's go top down, zoom out of it. That's 20 light years, near enough. And let's zoom. And zoom. And zoom. And zoom. And zoom. And zoom. And zoom. Ah. Right. Space is big. Space is mind-numbingly, absolutely, catastrophically big. I cannot begin to explain to you just how unreasonably big space is. Over here, I have the information about an engineer who I could potentially work with. They are 22,000 light years away. 22,000. There's me, there's them, there's the center of the goddamn galaxy. Yeah. Yeah, space is big. And there's just a bajillion stars in between. It's like, oh, do you want to go somewhere else over here? Let me see. Let's just, let's switch this over to map mode. No, realistic mode. There we go. How about this star? You want to go there? It's 15,790.99 light years away. You'd need to plot a route to get there, but you know, you can get some along the way. You can make your way there. And when you've finished that one, you can go to that star. And go to that star and start scanning things, explore, and bring the data back home again. It's big. It is colossal. However, as is often the case with these kinds of things, all of that lot out there is far less interesting as far as I'm concerned than what's going on in just the few systems in this little pocket over here, because this is where I've chosen to set up. This is where there is a NPC population that just kind of sets the background statistics and with which we can interact. And that is exactly my plan. That is exactly my plan. As we zoom right back in again on this fragile, futile little existence that we call humanity. Eking out a little bit of existence among the stars. We're going to win an election. And to assist with that, well, I need to actually help them. Now, you'll see here that I have been helping them. Currently, it is in a stage of moderate victory. A couple days have already gone in our favour here. So I just need to do a little bit more work on that side, and I'll do it. That'll be a winner. Hey, left now, careful. That should take a few billion years to do that trip, no problem. Actually, it's not a few billion years, no. Because this is a space game, Vlad. This is a space game. So if I want to go from here to there, even though that is 19.81 light years, it's not going to take us years to get there. Snake Rider, cheers. It's not going to take us years to get there. In fact, even if you went at normal velocities, our star is going around our galaxy pretty damn quickly. It's not going to take billions of years for our star to go around the whole galaxy. Just FYI. Feels like a galactic government is too big for humanity. That's why it's broken into so many bits and pieces. So many spheres of influence, so many people having large-scale control and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller and smaller, until you get down to minor factions squabbling over a system of literally 130,000 people. I live in a city with more people than that, IRL. So this is tiny. And that's a good place to start. Tiny is a very good place to start. And on that note, let's see. What can we do to help out? Because Elder Marjorie Good, interesting name, Elder Marjorie Good here needs to be kicked out of her office, quite frankly. It's just, she unsettles me. If I were to speak to her, you can see it says here, your return proves the simple truth that we are all here to serve HIP 65049 Faith. We are competing in election at the moment. Yeah, no shit. I kind of helped make that happen against you. Instead, we go to Democrats of Amicus, to our good friend, Minister Lawrence Crawford, with his somewhat smug face. Says, Commander Ken Sky, back with us once more? We have much for a person of your talent to deal with. We're currently in an election and naturally hope to secure the most votes. And I can help by spreading no influence. Isn't the map a bit empty since, you know, space between celestial bodies is huge? That's what you expect, Vlad. Yeah, that's why you go very, very fast to get to the interesting stuff. That's why you do that. Will the governments I intend to put in office stay on the right path? Probably, because otherwise I will use my influence to ruin their influence. Are enough activities to fill all that map? You're about to find out, Vlad. You're about to find out. Let's see. First of all, I'm going to start us off with something simple, if I can. Looking at all of this, actually, I'm going to have to start off very simple, because I don't want to jump into any chunks of mining. These are far too big. Bloody hell. 1,500 units of fruits and vegetables. My cargo capacity is 216. 1,494 units of fruit and vegetables might take up most of the in-stream. I'm not... No, we're not doing that. So, some of these are problematic, to say the least. So I can skip out on those. They touch onto illegality a little bit, quite frankly. I do notice, however, that some of these old eaters have the influence marker showing that they can give us the most influence. So I am going to take... probably these two. Are they going to the same location? They're going to the same star system, Caterpillar. Are they going to the same location? Gardner Ring. Okay, and Wingrove Terminal. They're not going to the same location. That's a problem. Thinking of buying this game since it's 75% off on Steam? Hey, well, see for yourself in just a moment. I haven't even left the station yet. I'm already talking loads. Let's see. Which one of these? That one is 365 light seconds out from the jumping point. That's 377. They should be close enough to each other. I'll take them both. If this proves to be a mistake, I apologise, chat. But I'm going to take both of these and see what happens. I stream Elite. I do today. Space is a bit more dead and empty. I mean, if space was absolutely filled with stuff, you wouldn't be able to carve your own story. Yeah. So, with this all in mind, I'm starting at the absolute basics here. We're going to go deliver some data over to another star system. And that star system is this one right here. Katokilal. Population of 22 million, also a theocracy. I've got to get rid of these theocracies around here. Religion should not be leading your government. No. And if we scope in a bit to have a look at the actual star system, this is just in a display view to make it easier to see everything. Yeah, we can see I've got two different places to go to. So we'll head to Gardner Ring first. The alien starfish-looking ships have pretty nice effects and sound design. Oh, yes. However, they're also a little bit too scary. I'm going to stay away from that for now. To put it, how much I'm staying away from that, Vlad? If I quickly open up the world map, as it were, or galaxy map, I suppose. I say quickly. Give it a second. It's thinking about it. There we go. Okay, that was weird. If I have a look at this here, we've seen the area of space, and you've seen spots for engineers and whatnot, and that's the starting area that any new player appears in. If I go to the display options here, if I turn on Show Under Attack Starports, yeah, I'm staying the hell away from that, thank you. I'm staying well away from that stuff. Because over there, and there, and there, and there, and there, it's just... No. I'm happy being over here where I am not dying. Where there are not maelstroms going on. Where there are not abandoned starports which have been absolutely decimated by said war. I'm happy where I am, thank you very much. In the calm lands of beating theocracy out of these starports. Because you live in space. And you got multiple religions across multiple star systems. What's going on? Come on now. We all started on Earth. So let's go deal with this. I'm going to head on over to Caterpillar. Let's deliver some poll data, spread some influence, and take it from there. Hopefully we get some juicy missions on the return. War. Last I heard about them, the belly started to appear in the galaxy. Oh yeah, the Thargoids have gone absolutely loco on humanity. He is not a good thing for people who want to be not dead. So again, I'm staying out of that. That ain't for me right now, thanks. Oh, we've got a few other ships in the air at the moment. Full boost. Full speed ahead. So I need to get myself a bit of a distance away from the station. That will get me far enough away that I'll be able to jump over to the next system. Because if I'm too close to the station, the mass of the station messes with my ability to jump. That's why I need to get a bit of distance. We line ourselves up, charge up the drive, and it is as simple as waiting for the countdown to go through. Simple as that. Simple as that. I was talking about Star System, by the way. That's the thought I got after watching some video about gamma ray burst and supernova. It sounds like you were watching Kazkazak, weren't you? Also, I've had mission update. What we got? Oh, time bonuses. Excellent. So if I arrive quicker, I get more money. Well, that's the good news, isn't it? That is always good news. Is the Odyssey DLC worth it? Triples the price. I don't actually have the Odyssey DLC, so I wouldn't be able to give you that answer. But perhaps that in itself will give you the answer that you don't need to buy into it straight away, Vlad. You can purchase the base game, as it were, which still includes a heck of a lot of content. You got the space content, you got driving content. You don't have the get out of your ship and walk around in person content, though. You still have the ship and the buggy. The buggy is optional. The ship is not. There is plenty to do so far. Alright, so locking that destination in, I'm going to set that to Super Cruise Assist just to get us a bit closer, a bit more gently. See, I've headed over from one star that I've jumped in on to its sister star over here. This is a binary system. And as I get a bit closer, the ship is automatically slowing down to control the approach. But I'm going to take a manual control in a moment. As soon as I get close enough that I feel safe doing so, yep, about here. Speed up to max, and then throttle it back down. So you can hear this is stressing the engines a bit. And hopefully if I've done this right... Hey, the auto dropout will grab it just perfectly. And so I get there as quickly as I can manage, safely. While still talking to you guys. Traveled all the way over from one star system, one station, to the other one, coming into this one right here. Absolutely spot on, wasn't it? Request a docking permission. Permission has been granted. Let's turn on the night vision there, because it's a bit hard to see some of the ships when it's this dark. Like that one over there. I'm going to adjust my engines so I drop below the speed limit, just to be safe. Let's turn off the night vision, we don't need that now. And we're coming in gently to pad 23. Ooh, not 25, 23. Alpha Delta say, hunt Sargoids for a living. Once I can transfer to PC, I'll be more than happy to show you your first kill. Weakest gives 8 mil, then 20, then 40. Oh, okay. Ooh, landing gear. Forgot that whilst talking. There we go. There we go. Now these courier missions, these are super basic. Like, super basic. This is the courier mission, it's just travelling from the one system to the other. But that's why it pays like bugger all. I'm picking it up because it was the best option to get started with, at least for initial demonstration. Okay. Apparently it doesn't like me streaming. This is, hello? There we go. Took a moment for it to load that. Let's complete the mission. We'll take the max influence one for the benefit of the election. And because of the time bonus, I actually still get an amount of money on top. Make $500 million every hour. I mean, fair do, Alpha Delta. Fair do. Fair do, I mean. I am not at best status. My combat rank is expert, my explorer rank ranger, my trade rank entrepreneur, which is about mid-ish for all three of them. For anyone curious on that. CQC I just basically never did. I think a lot of people have just ignored that. Yeah, Alpha Delta. I mean, that's about the same as describing, like, doing Eidolon hunts. It's like, oh yeah, the very best people, they can do 6x3s without sweating. Like, yeah, sure. But that's for very good groups of multiple people who know what they're doing. Bit different from the situation we got here. Just a little bit. So something about freighters. How big can the ships get in this game? Freighters is not something I'm familiar with. I stepped out of Elite Dangerous for quite some time. Probably something like 1.5, maybe 2 years. So freighters I'm not actually familiar with. Alpha Delta might be able to tell you more on that one. Just to put you on the spot, mate. You can easily solo a Cyclops. I too have soloed a Cyclops. It was in a completely different game where a Cyclops is an actual physical creature rather than a name of a ship. But sure. This is how little I know. I'm saying I think we're up to 9x3s. There's no way we're up to 9x3s. I thought 6x3 was limited by the animations of the Eidolons are. There's no way we're up to 9x3s on Eidolons. There's no way. I don't buy it. 7x3s. Maybe. If everything lined up perfectly. 8x3s, I wouldn't believe it without seeing it. 9x3s, I ain't buying it. Straight up ain't buying it. No. Frankly. Something mentioned about freighters and fleets. There's not one in this system as far as I can see. If I'm even looking for the right thing. Was there one over in Amicus? There were things in Blazer, but I can't remember which system I saw the strange thing at. Was it Amicus? I go to system data. Ah yes, there is a fleet carrier over there. There is something I could have a look at some point, I suppose. We can pop over to that on the return trip. Have a ganders. So what it means, Vlad, the X3 means killing or, well, capturing all 3 Eidolons in a single run. Obviously, you have to do it in a single run, but it means capturing all 3 of them. So the number X3 is how many times you could do that in a single night. So Cosmo, they're saying they've done 2 X3s. They've done 2 lots of a Tridolon cap in a single night. Unholy Moondog saying 7x3s are even too much stress for him. So that's what he means. When people say about 6x3 and 7x3s, they're talking about how many tricaps one night they can pull off. Alright, I didn't mean to click that. Damn it, don't load. Actually, it's useful, because I need to navigate to this one. Because we got the other polar ace to drop off, and then I'll head back and have a look at that fleet ship. So you do the first one, Vlad. Ooh, shit. Send myself when I take off. Thank you, Ken. So Vlad, you would capture the first one, which gives you the thing to summon the second one. You capture the second one, which gives you a thing to summon the third one. You capture the third one. That's an X3. Also known as a Tridolon or Tricap. Tri because 3. I'm just going to go full speed out here, why not? Full boost as well. And the number 4 of the X is just how many times they've done it in one night. Alright. Let's boost around. Activate the drive. Get ready to head on over to Wingrove Terminal. It's only 18 light seconds away. Oh, this is perfect. This is fine. Yeah, Vlad, it's all a process. It's all a process. Yami Snuggle saying, got a question for the Varuna build. I want to know what y'all recommend to put instead of blind range, because really don't like having high drain. Well, that's the thing. With the Varuna build, she generates so much energy that she can get away with the high drain comfortably. The build I put out there, because of the health orbs she's putting out and equilibrium to turn those into energy as well, the drain just doesn't matter. She just slams through. That's why there's the other build which doesn't have negative efficiency that I put in the video, for those situations where you can't get enough orbs to make it work. So that's what you should be doing with those builds. If you want to avoid negative efficiency, use the other build I put together precisely for that purpose. Alright, so we're going to head over to Wingrove Terminal. We're very slow to get started here because we are passing near to a star and getting away from a planet we were just near to. Gravity slows down your drive in this game. Oh, and I've gone too fast. Whoops, I should have paid more attention. Okay, we'll just spin around. Give me a sec here, chat. Whoops. This is what happens when you text and drive. You risk crashing into things and swerving out of control. Don't text and drive. It's bad. Now I'm closer, I can push the engines hard, and that should coast us in. Easy peasy. I could go slower and more gently, but I like pushing the engines a little bit. It gets us there that much faster, and it's worth it. And we're at a smaller station, rather than one of those big old spheres, or not quite spheres. Heading on into Wing Road Terminal, which is just kind of cobbled together bits and pieces, and that's fine. Sometimes that's all you need. Just a bunch of docking pads. Where's my one? I think it is on the other side of the station, which is a little bit unhelpful. Lining up, it's saying it's literally on the other side of the station from me. God damn it. Let's boost around it. Landing pad 3? 3? There it is. There we go. Just a little bit of reckless maneuvers, don't mind me. This might have been a bad boost. Slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down, slow down. Yeah, we got this. Oh, that boost was almost perfect. Look at that. Okay, slightly overshot. Never mind. Almost perfect. I'll take it. I'll take it. Yeah, the Imperial Navy cutter is a little bit beyond what I have access to at the moment, Alpha Delta. I haven't made that much money yet. Getting there, but, you know, I'm on a Python for now. Because there's not just the buying of the ship, there's the buying of all the outfitting as well, and that can get shiny. That can get very, very shiny, very, very quickly. Ta-da! There we are, that's done. I had an incoming message, which is interesting. What was that about? The Black Magisterium reputation change. Good day, Commander. We are pleased to inform you that your reputation status with the Black Magisterium has been raised to cordial. You should keep completing successful operations with us to enhance your reputation further. From the Black Magisterium Operations Team. Fuck those guys. Another theocratic faction I don't care about. And these ones, they're all over this local area. I don't know who spread them, although I gotta give them credit. The name The Black Magisterium definitely rolls off the tongue nicely, but they're a theocracy. That is a problem. We're gonna get rid of that. Hello Samuel, how you doing? Someone said I saw a build where someone combined the mecha set with the marked enemies of Runa's. I'm gonna assume you mean 2, not W. That looks fun to do. Yeah, that'll work. Mecha set does work on Varuna quite nicely. It's very big, but it's about as fast as Python. Yeah, I know the Python is like, it's a good all-rounder, but it's nothing amazing at anything in particular. But the fact that it is an all-rounder allows me to do a lot of stuff whilst focusing on the internals quite extensively. I say extensively for me, so, you know, we head into the modules here. I've got myself a couple burst lasers on the turrets. Having the turrets on a swivel is very helpful, continuing to shoot whilst I'm, you know, flying like a brick. I've got 3 frag cannons for the shredding things when I've got up close to them. Got myself a collector on here. Got shield cell bank and heat sink so I can, you know, fix myself if things are going really badly. That kind of stuff. That kind of stuff. If I open up the engineering as well. So I've got myself a charge enhanced power distributor. Still need to work on that. Still need to get the materials to work on that more. Should probably get myself over to a material trade at some point to upgrade this further. On top of that, the fragment cannons, they are all improved with high capacity magazines. Apparently this one I have not got to the tier 3 as yet. Need niobium for that. Shield generator, that has improved pretty much as far as I'm going to take it. Let's be realistic now. And my frameshift drive. Of course I've got that improved frameshift drive range, because why wouldn't you? You know, all range is nice. I should probably take that a little bit further, if possible. We'll get a modification for it. One of those things will help me. But, yeah. So I've done some work on this ship. It's not its absolute best that it could possibly be, but I've done some work on it. Which does mean that the rebuy cost is, it's 4 million. It's not nothing, but it's also not huge. I'll take it. Anyway, we've done our deliveries here, so I'm going to head back over to Amicus. And as I said, it's going to take a peek at that fleet carrier thing, whatever it is. Let's head over, see what that's all about, because I've never actually been over to one. Never. I want to see what's going on with that. How long have I played Elite Dangerous? Less than 100 hours. How much less? I don't actually know, but less than 100. Probably something like 70, maybe? I don't know. My exit is over that way. Let's boost. Yeah, I'm not going to hit anything. I like how I check that after I hit boost. Don't do that. Not smart. But fun. If you want to do any combat, suggest the Crate Mark II. It's slightly squishier and cheaper than Python, but more maneuverable, faster and harder to hit. I suggest getting it as for everything by trade, it's just a better Python. Oh, well, fair enough. Travel, Diamondback, or Asp Explorer, or Crate Phantom. I've got a Diamondback for travel. I've got one that's engineered, it goes something like 55, 60 light years in a jump, something like that. I think it's pretty reasonable. I think it's pretty reasonable. Taking that out into the black to do some scanning way back when. There is a system with a few planets which say first landed on by me. So that's out there somewhere. Couldn't tell you where. I have absolutely no idea where that is. I don't know if I can even find out. But it's out there. It is out there. Right. Let's go have a look at this fleet thingy-majiggy. What is up with that ship? Never been over there. Kind of curious. Now, I will say that getting used to the controls in this game, it's a doozy. It is a doozy, because you are straight up controlling a spaceship, and as much as there is a flight assist, you still need to know what the hell you're doing. So, for example, I have hotkeys bound to the different speed settings I've got going on. And I've got hotkeys for things like turning on the lights, for turning on the night vision, for selecting the next star system route, jumping, frame shifting, all that kind of stuff. You can see why in VR this would be terrifying? Yeah. I jumped into a system the other day, and I was thinking of the stream last week on this. I was like, oh, never getting used to jumping in at the star like that. Because it happened. I jumped into a system with 2 stars. One of them closer to the one I was locked onto, so it just appeared like right next to my face. I'm like, okay, I'm going to turn to the left now before I cook. Yep. That was a thing. Your Phantom can go just shy of 60 light years. Nice. That is grade 5 engineering, granted, but nice. You can check your stats in the holo section, you'll find details of your first landed planets. Oh, thank you, Play40. I'll have to have a look at it as soon as we are out of transport here. I've gone very slowly towards this. That was slightly unintentional, but that is because I did not realise it was going to be so close to the planet. Never mind the local chatter, that's just the NPCs talking about the election. No, I did not realise this was going to drag me so slowly. Come on! There we go. Alright. We got there. Alright, so what is this thing? Are they even going to welcome me on the approach? I'm not hearing any welcome chatter. Basic access check, okay, whatever. Oh, we can dock here. Interesting. I've never docked at one. I do not know the docking procedure. Let me switch down to not speeding. Docking request denied, you do not meet the set permissions. Oh. I tell a lie chat, we cannot in fact dock here. Huh. Well then, I'm still going to take a poke around. It's an interesting shade of green they've gone on this one. Typically I'd like to have my ships not look like they're covered in lichen, but you know, you do you. This is this person's kind of thing. Maybe they are a fan of energy drink or lichen. Maybe they just really enjoy lime-flavored Skittles or something. I don't know. Big car is owned by players. Yeah, I figured it was owned by player. I just didn't expect to even have the option to try to dock, and then was surprised by being blocked from docking. Oh, they have lime green engine color as well. Of course they do. This is someone who really likes the idea of lime green. Wow. Okay. Yep. It's all about the lime green over on this one. Even the side lights on that bit there are lime green. If they could make this lime as well, I think they would. That is okay then. Yeah, that is quite the thing they got there. Those would be the landing bays I'm not allowed to go to, I guess. The more you know. Fair do, Alpha Delta, fair do. Not something I'm looking into at this moment in time, but I'll bear it in mind, thank you. How much progression do you lose from dying in this game? So, you lose everything that you are carrying in terms of cargo, data, that kind of stuff. As for your ship and its modules, you don't lose them unless you're an idiot. I'll explain. At the bottom left of this screen I've just opened up here, you can see I've got my balance, which is 144 million credits, and my rebuy cost of 4 million. So basically, so long as at the moment of my death I have more money than my rebuy cost, insurance covers the rest of the cost of my ship. Because the insurance covers all but 5%. So long as I can pay that 5%, I keep everything exactly as it is. If, however, I can't pay that, say I have not enough credits, or I also owe too much money in terms of fines and bounties I've accrued through breaking the law, that kind of stuff, then if I'm just too far out of it, can't get enough loans to cover stuff, can't sell enough assets, I don't have enough to afford the rebuy, you basically set yourself right the way back. You still have your standings, your progress in terms of you know, how much work you've done with other factions to be friendly and whatnot, but you're back to zero cash-wise. So, don't fly without rebuy. Pure and simple. Considering it's only 5% the value of your ship, so long as you're not spending every last penny to get your next upgrade, you're Gucci. You're absolutely fine. So I'm saying make your own docking permission, crash into their cockpit. I feel like their shields are superior to mine's on. Just a thought, their shields are probably superior to mine. You can get up to 10 million. You can get up to 10 million of loans these days, Alpha Delta? Bloody hell. God, I remember way back when, it felt like you'd only get a loan for enough to get yourself a Cobra Mark III, and after that point, if you went past rebuy, that was your own stupid fault. 10 million? That's more than my entire rebuy, twice over. Okay, well, yeah. Can't you have spare ships? You can have spare ships, but you still have to afford the rebuy, otherwise you get given just a basic ship, and then you go over to where your spare ship is. So yeah, you can have a second ship somewhere, Daitai. It just won't transport you to it. You have to go to it. It's usually better to just, you know, have the rebuy cost to make up for if you accidentally yourself into a star or something. Alright, let's head on over to the station we're trying to win over. See if there's some more business they want us to do over there.
Frameshift drive charging. Ready to engage.
Seems like you could have a second shitty ship as a backup just in case you have enough for rebuy after dying the first time. Just don't get yourself in that position, Zom. Because here's the thing, is that if you can't afford a rebuy, then rather than paying 5% of the value of your ship, you've effectively lost the entire value of your ship. Which is better? To pay 5% to get back to where you were, or pay 100% to get back to where you were? The correct answer is pay 5%. Always have rebuy. If you can't afford the rebuy, you can't afford the ship. It's that simple. Yeah, just never, ever, 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 or ever get yourself into a position you can't afford the rebuy. It's just don't. It's dumb. Likewise, if you're doing trading and therefore you need to purchase cargo, say if I was doing a trading run right now and I need to purchase, say, 50 million credits worth of cargo, if I were to die, it'd be 4 mil to get my ship back, but the cargo is just gone. So 50 mil I could handle, because I don't expect to die that often, and it should get me enough profit to be worth that. But say if my entire cash was 55 million, I had 50 mil of cargo, well, after losing the cargo and after losing my rebate cost, I'll be down to 1 mil credits. So that'll just be dumb. So again, don't fly without rebuy. Be sensible. Or be an idiot, you know? I mean, it's your game. If at the end of the day you want to just cuck yourself, do it. Whatever, I can't stop you. Imagine someone rage quitting their playthrough through dying. It's still very, very generous. When I first got into this game, I came off of playing EVE Online. In EVE Online, if you die, you lose your ship. It's gone. You don't get it back, it's gone. The insurance payouts on that is paltry at best in almost all circumstances. So to come over to here, it's like, I'll just pay 5%, you'll have the entire thing back, complete with upgrades, is so generous in comparison. Like, holy hell. You can buy something and then lose it 20 times over for the price of it. That is so generous. Basically, if you're rage quitting at that point, you screwed yourself. Yeah, screwed yourself. And there's when you learn about getting potted with learning implants in EVE. Yep. EVE used to be even worse, Brother Oni. I don't know if you were around for this. In EVE years ago, the way it worked is you didn't just have the cost of your ship, and you didn't just have the cost of the implants in your head in your clone, so that when your ship blew up and you had your escape pod flying away, someone shot that, you lost your implants. It was worse than that. You also had to pay for cloning, and if you forgot to pay in advance for the cloning, then upon being put into a clone, you would also lose some amount of your skill points, which at that time you could only accrue over time. You stopped shortly after wormholes were introduced, then you were around for that then, Brother Oni. Yeah, you remember. It would reach a point, and the thing is that clone, the cost of the clone went up the more skill points you had. So it meant that some people who've been playing for years and years, they would have so many skill points that if they were flying around in a basic little ship that cost maybe 10 million in game, the cost of dying in that ship would actually be something like 100 million. Because it's not just the ship they lost, it was also then their clone. Which put a lot of people off flying smaller ships. I'm so glad they changed that one in EVE. Yeah, it used to be kind of crazy. Exactly, Brother Oni, yeah. So you compare that then to this game where it's like, oh, did you lose your ship with all of your precious unpurchasable upgrades? Pay 5% the value, you'll get it all back, it's fine. That is incredibly nice in comparison. Alright, someone said I can have a look at something to see... Ah, yeah, discoveries, okay. Your total discoveries, astronomical bodies, terrestrial planets. This planet's not meeting requirements to do it. Reported on... I don't know what that is in human years, but okay. I don't know which... These are saying reported by... So where's... Are these my discoveries or someone else's? They seem reported by someone else. I don't understand what I'm looking at here. I genuinely don't understand what I'm looking at. Or is that just the types of bodies you can discover or something? I want my stuff. Trading profit 22 mil. Is that all? Damn, I need. No, it can't be in that. Maybe it is. Okay. Approximate time played 2 weeks. Wow, we really had to put it that way. I played a bit then, apparently. I've played a bit. Not a huge amount, but I played a bit. Spice Rex saying lost a few sets of slave implants. Oh, that hurts to read. Yeah, they are not cheap. I lost only a low grade, but I lost a low grade crystal set once in a solo YOLO approach. That was stupid of me. However, the stupidest thing I've done, which did not end in a loss, surprisingly enough. Spice Rack, Brother Owner, you guys are both going to be familiar with using Black Ops fleets. You'll have your hunters go out, go and find someone to kill. They light the covert Sino, in comes the Black Ops fleet. Blap whatever the hell you're killing, right? Yep, you're familiar with blobs. Excellent. Tell me, Spice Rack, what kind of ship do you think should be used as a hunter-killer? The Scout, that goes out to grab someone and light the Sino. What kind of ship would you recommend to someone for that? Would you recommend, I don't know, a Tengu, or Proteus? Would you recommend a Loki or Legion? One of those Tech 3 ships? Or maybe recommend a stealth bomber? Would that be the kind of approach you'd go for, perhaps? I'm imagining that would be the right kind of thing to use, normally. If you're not called the Kengineer. Am I on the money there? Because the ship I used, I imagine, would not be in your first, second, third, or even 20th recommendation. It'd be a bit far down the list. Beefy T3, Cov-Op, seen recons as well. Okay. Have you ever seen a Sino be lit for a Black Ops fleet by a Paladin? And I do mean quite literally a Paladin. As in, no, they didn't bring out the wrong ship. It was intentional to bring out the Amarian bloody Tech 2 battleship. Full Bastion mode, light the Sino, bring in the fleet. And the only other person who knew that was going to happen, aside from myself, was the fleet commander, who quite simply shrugged and went, look, if you get yourself in hot water, we ain't coming to save your ass. If you light that Sino on anything other than a good clean kill, we ain't coming. It's your loss. You seen Kronos lighting a Blop Sino and Vargas? Fair do, fair do. Yeah. I didn't have a Kronos or Varga, I had a Paladin, so I used a Paladin. And for those of you who don't play EVE Online, to put this into comparison in kind of a Warframe sense, imagine a Rhino Prime fitted out with, say, 50 million credits worth of mods, and 500,000 endo, all of that lot. But that Rhino Prime, upon activating his Iron Skin, becomes unable to move, and if he dies, he loses all the mods, credits, endo, everything that he's holding on to. Imagine that. And now imagine that Rhino Prime, with all that shiny stuff on him to lose, is an idiot who can't read the map and blunders into the headquarters of a Nullsec Alliance. Of a big pirate group, basically, let's put it that way. Blunders straight into their headquarters and picks a fight with someone there. And then activates the Iron Skin. And that's what I did. That's what I did. Needless to say, the fleet commander was a bit befuddled as to why the fuck I was doing anything I was doing. But it worked. I got a good situation. I lit the Sino, in came the fleet. Half the fleet fired on the target. The other fleet were too busy looking at me, laughing and going, what the fuck are you doing, you actual idiot? We killed the very, very surprised guy who was wondering why on earth anything that was happening to him. Very surprised. And we all of us went home safely. I didn't lose it. But yes, Which game is it? I'm talking about EVE Online, but this is actually Elite Dangerous. A much gentler game. Oh no, let's go blow up someone actually. I feel like blowing someone up. Shall I blow someone up? I'm gonna blow someone up. Let's find someone to blow up. Launch. I'm gonna go to the nav beacon. Nav beacon's where you can find people to blow up. Why not? I managed to get a fleet laughing. I absolutely did, yep. Half the fleet did not get onto the kill mail because they were too busy going, what the actual fuck are you doing, to remember to fire their guns. They were that shocked at the level of stupidity I was demonstrating. Because this fleet, by the way, was what's known as a Spectre fleet, a not purple shoot it. This fleet was not friends and co-pilots of mine. This was a group that just recruited random players to get together, to do some fleet, and then all disband again, go their separate ways. So I had no guarantee that they wouldn't just turn on me and go, wow, okay, yeah, nice shiny loot pinata, let's just shoot you too. The only guarantee I had was pure reputation from them. And luckily it worked out in my favour. In which game? This game is Elite Dangerous. You can see it just below the actual screen. It says on Twitch what game you're watching. You go to dislike everything but Wormholes? Yeah, Wormholes was pretty much my favourite place as well. In EVE Online. One real downside to EVE Online is that it's too damn realistic. And that might sound weird talking about a sci-fi game with all the stupid shenanigans it has, like ships don't collide, they bounce off of each other, and you can fly into a sun. No problem whatsoever. Some stuff is very unrealistic, but the game itself is overall very realistic in its markets and in its politics. And that leads to certain problems. That does lead to certain problems for enjoying it. For example, there is no such thing as a fair fight in EVE Online. If you find yourself in a fair fight, both sides have messed up. Basically speaking. Unless you are having a scrap, not a fight, a scrap. A sparring session, that can be fair. But in a fight, it shouldn't be fair. That's EVE. Its learning curve is get good. Or rather, no. To quote the developers themselves, its learning curve is harden the fuck up. If you search on YouTube for HTFU, harden the fuck up, HTFU, EVE Online, you'll find a cringy rap music video from the developers themselves about that exact sentiment. That is EVE Online. I am not exaggerating. So yeah. Permaban was mega cringe but hilarious. Yeah. How drunk were they? They're Icelandic Korokop. That's probably all I need to say on that. The Icelandic are wonderful people. And that group was a prime example of what Iceland means. Yeah. There's not really a lot more I need to say on that one, to be quite honest with you. Alright, so what I've just done now, for those of you who don't know about this game, I've landed a nav beacon, which is what you can scan to get some more information about your star system, to try and find objectives and things you're looking for. Lots of NPC ships will just kind of appear here for game reasons. I have to say, if you want to know ED time, check my highlighted message. Reach the point where I can just appear to break up fights. Will, not great anymore. It's very good. Routine 1v3s. The year that was 3300 is 2014. So 3306 was 2020. Okay, cool. Thank you. So yeah, I'm just scanning the ships here, seeing who's around NPC-wise. I imagine that most of these are just going to be good, honest citizens going about their day. This is a transport ship. He's going to be... Oh, okay. I was about to say, he's a transport ship. He's going to be going about his day. I was wrong. This is not just your average transport ship. Let me just set my power distributor around that way. So this guy is actually wanted. He is a criminal in this star system. Can you die if you just drive into the sun? In Elite Dangerous, yes. But we're not going to do that today. We're not going to just go burn up into a crisp. Instead, this guy is. I've decided that he is in trouble for existing. Oh, and he has deployed hardpoints. Interesting. Let's see, he's got some weapons on him. Point defense turret. Power plant, there we go. Let's target the power plant. Hello there. 1 kilometer and closing. Slow ourselves down for maneuverability purposes. I'm gonna get right up his arse. Right up there. Open fire. Just because the NPC is dumb enough to not realise he's about to get murdered. He's deployed shafts, that's going to give my turret some problem for a moment. I'm going to be very lazy and just rotating around, because this guy is not going to be trouble to handle whatsoever. My lasers are constantly shooting at him, except when he deploys chaff and confuses them. Come on. God damn it, that chaff is annoying. Messing up my turret's ability to lock on. I'm going to do a quick pass on him. I'm using fragment cannons to shred into him as I do that pass. Yeah, he's deployed chaff again, annoyingly. I'm just going to rotate around. Can he stop deploying chaff? That'd be great. Really getting annoying. So he's got his shields back online for the moment. And again, he's got that chaff going. Ah, yapta. Right, untarget. Is this going to be a terrible idea? Can I just do this? Bonk. I did just bonk. And he's got shield cells as well. Okay, this guy is actually more equipped than I expected for a transport. Much more equipped. Yeah, unlike EVE Online, you can just bump into ships here. This guy's really getting on my nerves though, with his constant chaff. How much has he got? Oh, I was never gonna hit. Let's reload. Oh, and the police have arrived to deal with this guy attacking me illegally. We pepper him. Let's reverse. Let's reverse. Come on. There we go. Got him in my sights. Oh my god, will you please stop with the chaff? I will actually lose my mind if this guy keeps on using chaff like that. He's burning out my shields a bit. Let me just deal with that real quickly. There we are. His shields are down again. That's good. And the police are now also slamming into him as much as they can. He's down to 28% hull. I'm still on 100%, so ha ha ha. Oh, he just flew straight at me. He just suicide rammed me. Okay, well, that damaged my ship a bit. I didn't expect him to just go on ramming speed at me there at the end. I really was not expecting that ending. They normally try to run away. They really normally try to run away, not that. That was, okay. Oh, I'll just repair my shields now, don't mind me. Spectre saying, one of my favourite ships I own is a heavily engineered shieldless FAS with nothing but frag cannons. Aptly named Blunderbuss. That is a good name for it, Blunderbuss, yes. Can you kill enemy ships by ramming them? Yes. He killed himself by ramming me when he was a lot weaker than I am, but yes, you can, Daitai. He took my shields down and damaged me as well by ramming into me there, but in the process, he lost the battle. He's trying to take me out with him. I don't know if I respect it, quite frankly, chat. You may respect it. I'm not too happy about it. My ship is a little bit scuffed after that. I'm just going to shoot frag cannons into distance to just quickly reload them. Because I don't know a way of reloading them without just emptying the magazines. I'll just do it that way. There we go. Alright, let's get around. Let's have a look at some more people in need of removing... Oh, what do you know? That's another one right there. Nero, a competent Cobra Mark IV, wanted in this system. He also has a friend. He also appears to have the police already on him. At least the police are already here, so this probably never went well for him, is it? Who's his friend, though? No, it doesn't matter. There appears to be shooting already. And he's going in to deal with it. Alright, well, let's make his day worse. Pew pew time! So this guy's ship is definitely lower class than mine. I mean, you can see he's already down to 71% hull. Let's help him out a little bit with that. I get a little bit closer, and shred. Yeah, he's dead.
Target destroyed.
So can you just put everything into shield and engines and ditch weapons? Yeah, you can basically just not power your weapons if you want. So the power distributor down the bottom right that I've been messing with there, that controls how quickly my power plant is distributing the power to those systems. Weapons controls how... Oh, this guy's dying. Why? Is he a bad guy? He is a bad guy. Oh, okay, let's go hurt him. One sec, chat. Got someone to hurt. He's a bad guy. I can fix that. That being, you know, his existence. Okay. Slight overshoot. Did not anticipate approach. Yeah, he's not getting away from this one alive. There we go. Bye-bye! 259,000 credits. Hey, not bad, not bad. I'll take that. Okay. So yeah, the way it works. The weapons on the right side there, that's the power into literally your weapons. The faster that recharges, the more you can fire your weapons if you've got high draw weapons. My weapons are actually pretty low draw, which is why I can set it to just a 2, and it's usually good enough. Engines not only controls how fast the boost recharges, this thing allows me to go nice and quickly, it also controls your maximum speed, and therefore highest maneuverability speed. Because my speedometer, to the right of the map you can see at the bottom there, the blue zone is where you are most maneuverable. You can see I can go up and down pretty quickly at this speed. But if I now set that to maximum speed, and you notice how I'm now struggling to move myself up and down. But if I decelerate again, the blue zone is once again maximum maneuverability. So that's the trade-off there. And if I drop down the engine pips to nothing, you can see my maximum maneuverability is at 77 meters per second. But full engines, we're now up to 125 meters per second I can go, whilst being fully maneuverable. And then Sys is your shields. Basically, just more energy in that means your shields passively regenerate faster. I don't know if it affects your resistances. I don't think it affects your resistances. I might be wrong on that. I think that might have been just a an urban legend back in the day. That might have changed in the years since I played, but yeah. There's different bits and pieces which go together that make your ship run. So I like to set it up where I have 2 pips in web, 1 in sys, 3 in eng. And then on the approach, this guy here. This person is wanted in this system. That's another person I would like to take out of this system. Close in. Get the lasers onto him, start getting those shields down. An expert Imperial Eagles. This one could be a bit of fun. He's weak, but he's maneuverable. He's already gotten around me there. Try looping around on him. And he's dead. Like I said, he's weak. Nav beacons usually have very low tier enemies, so that's why this is a safe area for me to demonstrate all this stuff. Very low tier enemies here. If you wanted something a bit higher class, you can go to... don't crash in. If I wanted something a bit higher class, I could go to mining locations and deal with the pirates there. What is going on here? Okay, that guy is wanted by the police. It's probably the police I just saw attacking him. Let me just join in on that. Don't mind me. I'll take the bounty. Pew pew time? Pew pew time. Damn it, he's got chaff.
Target shields offline.
Let's try this again, shall we? There we go, that hurts him a bit. Hello, Spartan God, how you doing? Ooh, excuse me. Didn't pay attention there. Well, he's about to die anyway, so whatever. He's on 2%, 1%, 0%. I'm not even looking at him. The police are killing him. And I'll get the bounty because that's how the game works. Where's the Seeker volley? I actually took that off. I had a Seeker missile on this ship. Every time I used it, it just seemed like a waste of time. So I got rid of it. What's on the agenda today? Well, now I've finished dicking around in this area. Or have I? Who are you? Asp Scout. Competent. Has shields. Wanted. Oh. And they are part of the HIP 65049 Faith. They are part of baddies. I say baddies. The people that we're trying to kick out of the system because they are a theocracy we don't appreciate. So let's just ruin their day. This person is part of the faction I don't like, and they're wanted for breaking the law. Let's get nice and close to... Okay, he's getting away from me. Son of a... Okay, no. Yeah, I slightly overshot that. I do not care about the other pirate that is now scanning me. Let's scan this. So they just jumped away. And I'm just not taking that. No. Hi, wake Inspector Gadget. Let's scan this person. We now have their jump coordinate. I'm going to orientate my ship towards where they just jumped. And now that I've scanned their jump coordinate, I'm going to follow them. This one is not getting away from me. Once I start, I finish, unless I choose to leave. Thank you very much. I'm going to go to a whole ass other star system just to chase this guy down. Inspector Gadget. Pfft. No survivors? Damn right. At least no bad guys. The good guys can live, you know, they're fine. This person is the person we're already fighting this faction. He's wanted by the law of his own faction, weirdly enough. And that contact over there is almost certainly going to be him. Asp Scout, Inspector Gadget, yep. This is where I find out that I've taken off my frameshift drive interdictor, isn't it? I swear to God. I swear to God. Please no, don't do this to me. Don't tell me I took it off for more cargo. Please. I took it off for more cargo. I remember. This happened last night. I had a run that needed 816 cargo, and I didn't want to make 5 trips at 200 cargo a time. So I stored my interdiction module. I stored it and put on 8 more cargo. 8 more cargo. So I could do it in 4 trips, not 5. And it's going to be a long wait for them to drop out. Yeah, that's not happening, is it, Spice Rack? That's not happening. I'm just going to... I'm going to choose to let him continue on to tell the story about how you do not mess with the pilots in the Amicus system. That is exactly what I am doing. I am letting him tell the tale that his kind are not what... For God's sake. I'm going to go get my frameshift drive interdictor. So that that will not happen again. Live stream, so you don't get to control when things go wrong. It's the thought that counts. We scared him. Yeah. Mental victory. Spotting God, so you know you were right, 90% of Warframe players don't read. I'm here wondering if this the new Carl mission or something. Barton, you okay there? Brah? You alright? You sound a little bit lost, my dude. Anyway, let's head over to Mills Colony. Let's go get my frameshift drive interdictor, so that just doesn't happen again. I don't mind a cargo, unless there's a new mission we want to be interested in, you know. Hunting pirates is nice and all, but that doesn't actually win us an election. Oh, you didn't read the title. Oh, I see. You're You thought there was going to be Warframe on a Friday on this channel. That was your first mistake. Only one so far, though, because you are subscribed to the channel, so you're already doing a lot of things right, Spartan God. You apparently have good taste. You're just slightly mistaken on the day of the week. That's fine. There's plenty of people making far worse mistakes than that. Alright. Let's overtax the engines just slightly, coming in decently. Didn't even read the art style. Didn't you know that Railjack got a nice new facelift? Like, look at this. First person view in the cockpit of a brand new Railjack. You gotta love it. Alright, let's get into the station real quick. Honestly, I'm fine with Railjack not being like Elite Dangerous gameplay because I have Elite Dangerous gameplay. If I want to play Elite Dangerous gameplay, I play Elite Dangerous. If I want to play Railjack, I play Railjack, whereupon I could just do a twirly-whirly, send out a Seeker Volley and destroy a million fighters without even looking. They're very, very different playstyles. Alright, so the entrance is just over there. I'm going to boost around. Let's be reckless about this. Let's be slightly less reckless. I notice there is a ship in front of me. Pull away. I can hear them to my left. Yes, there is sound in space. It's called nanobots or something. Don't question it. Here we go. Let's get to the correct side of the slot. I know I'm being a heathen, entering on the red side, not the green. Pad 35 is right there. I always dislike that he put the pad so close to the entrance. Goddamn pad 35 every time. There we go. Refuel, repair. The repair is only a few thousand credits after that guy rammed me. It's fine. Have I dabbled in the Packhound missiles yet? I don't believe that I have. No, Spice Rack. I don't know if they were even a thing when I played previously, but sure. But overall, no, I have not. Alright, ship is repaired. I'm not going to turn in those bounties because that would turn it into Elder Marjorie Good, and as I've already pointed out on stream today, we don't like her. Those eyes. I'm sorry, it looks like she's on something, and it ain't good, chat. Problem with theocracies. They permit all kinds of weird things in the name of faith. And I don't know what it is they're permitting, but it probably starts with an M and ends in F. Let's support the good guys, the Democrats, shall we? What have they got for us? What wonderful missions have they invented? It's all courier data and Black Ops stuff. Okay, cool. Well, it's not ideal, but still, we want to win the election. So you know, we take these missions. We take them. Space Rock saying they're a missile launcher from one of the power play factions, single target Seeker Volley essentially. Great for taking out engines or internals. Fair do, fair do. Again, missiles just didn't seem to really work for me when I tried them out. But I was trying them out against combat zones, in fairness, which are very, very tough compared to everything else. But it's also, it's a strange jump. Like, you've got the, what's they called, nav beacons and resource extraction sites, and they're actually kind of a cakewalk most of the time, I'll be quite honest. And then you got combat zones, which are just ludicrously difficult in comparison. Like, really trying my damnedest there to win one, just couldn't. Either I would die, or the objective would be a loss, even in the low tier 1. And I'm going to guess that Thargoids probably occupy a mid spot, or at least some Thargoids do. That's going to be my guess there. There's also the assassination missions, which pop up from time to time. Combat. Yep. The assassinations which can pop up, and these ones are, if I recall, quite a bit more difficult than your typical pirates as well, especially when it's a team mission. Like, that doesn't sound like it's going to end well for me. Combat zones server engineered ships? Yeah, so I read on Reddit, yeah. Yeah. Like, I've looked at these assassinate missions that pop up from time to time, even the non-team ones. And if I recall correctly, they're not the easiest things to get into in terms of combat. They're not the easiest, because you typically end up against an anaconda, and that's just not fun. That's a good way for me to die. So instead, for these guys, they want me to mine some bromellite. I'm not going to spend the entirety of stream and the rest of the week mining bromellite. Pass. Don't try to solo wing assassination mission. Yeah, that sounds like a sensible idea. But we can use asteroids to play space dodgeball with enemies. Maybe, I mean, space dodgeball, you're basically throwing things at someone, they have to dodge it. Isn't that not just a missile, Daitai? Like, a thrown asteroid is just basically a slingshot, but bigger. And, yeah, it's not that different from what we actually do when fighting. An AK-47 is just a really advanced slingshot, if you think about it. Don't think about it too hard, but if you think about it just enough. Anyway, I'm going to take the sensitive data, yada yada, over to Malawaiden, because Gottlob Frejering is only 6 light seconds in, I recall. So that is definitely a nice pickup right there. Is this one also going to... No, that's going to Cook Park. That's a little bit further. Never mind. This one, is that going to Cook Park? No, that's going to Gottlob Frejering. Thank you very much. 2 sets of data to the same location. Don't mind if I do. Twice the contract, twice the money. Easy as that. And I'm doing all of this in favour of affecting the influence of Democrats of Amicus, so we win the election. We're partway there. This is day 3, I want to say, of the election. And if you win 4 days, you win. That's just how it works in this game. Just like with a war, if you win 4 days of war, you become the winners, or something like that. Let's go to full engines. Get that recharge going. I probably don't need it, I'm already out the distance, but that's fine. And let's head on over to Malawaiden. I just remembered I forgot to get the interdictor on my ship. Balls. Whatever. I'll do the round trip and then I'll put it back on. We're not attacking anyone right now, chap. It's very easy for me to forget little things like that, you know? You go stop off at a station to pick up a frameshift drive interdictor. Next thing you know, you're landing on another planet to try and get 5 metric tons of tea. Like, how did this happen? No one ever remembers. Hey, select. I selected that. Thank you. I forgot the work better when you're targeting a planet. What works better? How goes the election? The election goes well, Cosmo. It goes well. We are incredibly influential. We are swinging the election in our favour. For the last couple of days it has gone well, and we're continuing to deliver poll data and spread the good word of democracy against the theocrats. Interestingly enough, every system around here is theocratic for some reason, so I'm slowly fixing that. Slowly. Oh, I see, Daitai, I see. Also, isn't that quite the planet, chat? Like, what a marble. What a marble right there. Also, we're coming in a bit hot, but that's fine. I'll just let the computer do it. Hey, look at that, we're all good. No problems whatsoever here. I've lost sight of the marble. Alright, I'm going to do something a little bit silly here. I'm going to ask for docking clearance first, just to get that whole process underway. Wonderful. And now that we're on the way in with docking clearance, I'm just going to do a quick spin. There's the marble. Ain't that something? Now the reason this is a little bit silly is that I've turned off the flight assist, so I've just spun my ship around without changing the direction I'm traveling. So I'm traveling blindly right now. I should probably fix that. Ooh, that was close. I nearly just slid sideways into them. I nearly just drove straight into the side of them. Whoops. Insurance company, please don't pay any attention to this. This is how I act in a game, not in real life. Anyway. Let's just carefully dock below the legal speed limit, you know. Paddle. Oh, why is the pad right here? Why is it every time I mess around, they give me the ship pad to land on? Here we are. Right. Up. You don't get fines if you're travelling under 100? Yep. But I wasn't. Spice Rack, I wasn't travelling under 100 there. My engines were set to 4 pips. It was a bit of a stupid idea. But there we go. We're fine. Let's deliver the poll data, spread the influence, and gloss over the bit where I am a terrible driver. Pilot, whatever you want to call it. We'll pick the influence options because 155k credits. It's 0.1% of my money. I'll take the influence boost instead. We want to win the election, damn it. Win the election. Whilst I'm here, the Value Parties of Manawyden is also a democratic group, and they are very happy to see me overall. What do they have to offer me? They have illegal jobs only. This place went downhill since I was last here. Why are you only offering me purple, so illegal jobs? I'm gonna kind of know that. No. Can you lose your driver's license in this game? Well, for starters, it's a pilot's license. We fly ships. Secondly, no. You can just get fined, and if they decide that your fines are too high, they will just kill you, Daitai. That's what happens. If you are fined and they don't like you, they turn it into a bounty, and then you unalive spontaneously. And explosively. And then they tell you to buy your ship back and also pay your bounties. It's expensive being an idiot. Maybe don't. Loitering is a crime punishable by death? It is, yes. You can sometimes hear that in the stations if you just listen to the chatter that goes on from time to time. They're like, loitering in the space station is a crime. Vacate your landing pads appropriately, or things to that effect. I was just telling you to be considerate, whatever. Hello, Jason. All is well here. Hope all's well with yourself as well. We just delivered some poll data here. We're going to head over... Oh, this way. We're going to head back and over to Amicus. The system I've decided to be a political activist at. It didn't work in the real world, so I'm doing it here instead. I say it didn't work. It did work. To an extent, but there's only so much you can do in certain election cycles. Sometimes the cards are stacked against you. But it was an experience. It was an experience working with that political group. It's a game you've always considered playing but never got a chance to enjoy. How is it? It's alright. Someone mentioned earlier that the base game has a 75% discount on Steam at the moment, so I mean, that's a thing. And I'm currently just playing the base game. I've not got the Odyssey expansion. There is so much to do in this game, even without the Odyssey expansion, so if you wanted to just try it out, with that discount, that's probably worth it. And then if you really, really like it, you can grab the expansion. Just gonna line myself up to Amicus here. I'm gonna go straight past that star over there, it's okay. Doesn't cook us whatsoever, because we're gonna go into witch space. It's all good. Engage. Go full Captain Picard. I need to remember this time, when I dock at the station, get the frameshift drive into Dicta. I want to have that module available next time. Head over to Mills Colony. Oh, I have spun myself the wrong way, whatever. Spun myself the wrong way. The expansion also got a discount? Nice! Well, there you are then, chat. Apparently I stream at opportune moments. This was actually completely unintentional, so we'll take it. I'm going to throttle to mid there. I'm going to let the computer coast us in a bit closer. Yeah. Whilst we're on the approach, I'm just going to have a quick scan of that ship there. Alright, cool. Let the other scan happen. Oh, okay. Well, I just scanned someone who's wanted. Interesting to know. I don't have the means to do anything about that. I just wanted to scan to see if I picked up any anomalous readings for my engineer. I didn't. Imagine randomly running into that guy got away the rest of the stream. It's possible. That NPC may come back at just the wrong moments and we go, well, Buckaroo, you're back for round 2. If we see Inspector Gadget again, we will shove a laser up his arse. The chances of that are slim, but if it happens, you know what to do. Alright, so I'm just going to casually speed. The speed limit is 100. I'm currently going 280. Let's make that 300. 332, in fact. Because speed limits are things we should recognise and follow at most times, but I've chosen not to right now. Alright, so let's coast ourselves around now. Strain the engines, as you do. There we are. Back below the speed limit. Gonna gently bring her in. Yeah, I'd imagine so, Liner Commit. I'd imagine so. In fact, I'm fairly certain most of them would die.
Scan detected.
Oh no, I'm being scanned. Whatever shall I do? Oh wait, I'm a law-abiding citizen. It's fine. Alright, landing pad number 3. 3 is a nice one to land on. It's right the way at the back here. Right the way at the back, so I don't have to do anything crazy to just gently bring us in.
Landing gear deployed.
I mean, that was pretty much textbook right there. That's how they want you to do it. Minus the speeding bit on the initial approach, that's how they want you to do it. This is how we get towards our election progress. Now, I've only picked up the polar data so far. There are other missions usually that pop up, but I'll be honest, at the moment, it's being a bit of a dick. It's like, hey, go get some bromlite. I don't want to go mining. That's going to take forever. I don't want to do that. Hey, take this carrier data for Feckle. Or, hey, liberate 8 diplomatic bags. What they mean by liberate is actually go over to this star system. There is someone over there which is holding onto these things. You need to attack them, crack open their cargo hold, whilst they're still flying, by the way, and rip the stuff out of there. If you blow up the ship, you will blow up the bags and you will fail your mission. And that's just a whole load of hassle. Like, seriously, a whole load of hassle. So let's not do that. That is not efficient use of our time here. I'm not sure what exactly would be an efficient use, but, well, it's not that. Also, advanced maintenance. I think I've gone through a few scrapes. Yeah, need a little bit of tuning up. Let's just tune up quickly. There we are. Always tune up your ships. I'm not sure exactly what goes wrong if you don't, but always tune up your ships. Right, outfitting. Now we're down in the dock. Let's head to the optional internals. Go down to that cargo rack. That does not need to be a cargo rack. Let's replace that module with my sword. Frameshift drive interdictor. Doesn't matter which one I use. They're both exactly the same. Equip. Beautiful. It's an absolute waste of a slot. Actually, wait. Oh, I've got a cargo rack. Why did I should have used the other one. My bad. Let me use the correct slot for this. There we go. Replace this module with the interdictor. There we are. Wonderful. And yeah, we need to set that in fire groups. Let's do that now before I forget. Fire groups. Oh, which one am I going to put it on? Wake scanner has nothing else on it. There we are. That's the one to do then. Flameshift drive interdictor. Excellent. I can now do that. Alright, chat. Let's see. Missions. Did anything change in the last few seconds? Probably, but nothing good. Done. Alright. Do any of these want me to go to a planetary port? Let's go a load of influence. Where's it want me to go? Rasmussen ring. Okay, that's going to be a ring, so no. I want one that takes me to a planet, please. Taylor Orbital. Well, it's in orbit, so no. Crown Dock. Crown Dock? Missions updated 6 minutes ago? Where do you see that? I mean, I swear I've seen the missions update in front of me. I didn't realise there was a specific time they update, but okay. Crown Dock. Is Crown Dock a space one or not space one? That is my question. System data unavailable. Well, that's just rude. Why would the data be unavailable? That's one jump away. Oh, well. Trending data required. Is that going to give me what I wanted to know? That is not going to give... They update every 10 minutes? Ah, okay. I did not know the missions updated on a 10-minute cycle like that. Fair enough. Thank you, Toads Chaotic. You are actually not being very chaotic right now. And I approve of that. Alright then, so we got this to Crown Dock, but I have no idea if it's in space or not. Eh. If it ain't on a planet, it ain't on a planet. We'll just do something different afterwards then. Let's take it and go. Our mission is to head down to here, and let's find out what happens. And if I see Inspector Gadget along the way, I will murder him. For those of you just tuning in, that makes no sense, and I'm not going to explain. There we go. Take off our landing gear, set to full engine speed because I am a reckless pilot. Get ourselves level and full boost. Breaking the law in style. Okay, not that much style, but still. There is a nice marble over there. We can look at that. Look at the storms. Ain't it pretty? Alright, we are far enough away from the station. Charge up the drive. Boost flip around. 17.3 light years. Barely a skip. Drive engaged. Of course, this is just a fancy excuse for a loading screen, but it's still lovely and pretty to look at, isn't it? You can see the colour of the star we're on approach to, all this kind of wispy, mystical stuff, and we're there.
Critical message.
Oh. Hey, another time bonus. Sure, we'll take it. So the question is, where do they want me to... Ah, it's a station. I was really hoping it wasn't going to be a station. Really hoping. Oh well. I'll try and remember for future. Crown Dock is a... it's a station. It is in fact not a planetary outpost or something like that. Whilst we're coming, I'll set the computer to auto-navigate for a bit, and as much as that is slower, it'll allow me to have a look. We're coming into here, which is orbiting that, which I don't think we can land on. No, it's got atmosphere. Can't land on that, but we can land on this over here. We'll do that after. How's that sound, chat? There's a lot more pleased in the eyes than the No Man's Sky jump. Oh my god, yes. The jump in No Man's Sky is designed to hurt, I swear. That thing is not eyeball friendly. Alright, let's overtax the engines a bit. We're going to struggle against the gravity well of that giant over there. Look at that thing looming away. No, actually the engines are stabilizing a bit. No, they're struggling. That's good. So long as they struggle just the right amount, we'll come in nice and quick and deactivate. Oh, that's beautiful. That is beautiful right there. Been farming coded mats the past 5 days to get a lot of planet landings in. There I do. Encoded mats, is that the... Oh, are you going for the tier 5 stuff, I presume? Just... Yeah, those stuff, but the tier 5s, of course you would be. It would be stupid not to. If I know it, you should know it. Right, and draining down, yeah. Yeah, I forgot that material traders were a thing, because they were added in about the time that I stopped playing. So, when I came back originally, I was like, oh, I need to engineer up some stuff. Oh, where am I going to get these materials from? I spent a bit of time looking around for them. I was like, oh, this is really struggling. Hey, Reddit, where do I find these things? Reddit said, stop doing that, you moron. Just stop. Go to the material trader already, okay? You probably already got the stuff. Don't be an idiot. And sure enough, yeah, I had materials, I just needed to go to a trader and get the right stuff. I'm very disappointed right now. Why are you disappointed, Fantakiller? What has offended your sensibilities? You have to wait 3.5 hours to get one daylight thresh cone? Ooh, yeah, that's, yeah. Yeah, Warframe, yeah. It's a thing, isn't it? It's a thing. Oh, I didn't mean to click the shipyard. No! Day-night cycles are cute and all, but if they lock you out of gameplay and don't give you any alternatives, aside from just play a different part of the game, it is a bit of a problem, isn't it? It is a bit of a problem. Alright, let's turn this in, get the influence. This probably should be enough influence at this point that the election will go in our favour. It should be okay by this point. So with that in mind, let's go land on a planet. If I zoom in, there are some bits and pieces we can go actually physically land at. In fact, you know what, whilst we're at it, does this starport have outfitting? It does. Let's pop into the outfitting. Normally this is a cargo vessel with guns on it, but for the stream, let's do something a little bit spacier. Start collecting for Silver Grove right before it turned night. Ooh, that's rough. That is rough, yeah. No getting around that one, Fantakiller. No getting around that one. Hi, Renuva. Hope you're doing well today, my dude. Alright, if we pop into here, we go to this cargo rack here, we replace this module, we can replace it with... do they have it? Planetary vehicle hangar. 1 4G, 4H, what's the difference? Ah, mass. Yeah, this one weighs less, but this one draws less power. Considering how little difference that mass makes to me, quite frankly, it's like 1 meter per second difference. I'll take the one that doesn't drain my air power as much. That'll be fine with me. And then we'll get some vehicles. Just the one vehicle, really. We don't need to go crazy here. Weapons landing to heavyweights, otherwise meh. Well, I hope that improves for you as soon as it can, Rainuva. Hope it does. Thank you, Neelock. I'm glad you approve. I am a fan of the Python. For the price point I'm at the moment, it's a nice ship. It can land pretty much everywhere. It can handle itself in combat. It can haul some cargo around. It can do a whole bunch of good stuff all in one go. And that sits quite nicely with me. So, on that note then, let's open up the... Oh, wrong one. Open up this. What we're going to do is have a look at that one. I'm going to set target for that, but I'm not actually going to land over there, I don't think. We'll land near to it. It'll land near to it, because just going station to station all the time, it's fun. I want to do something a little bit different. If I remember how to do it is the interesting bit. Sounds practical? Yeah, everything we do here is practical. Like, accidentally ramming a ship to death, you know, that was practical. It certainly put an end to the fight. No one can disagree on that one. The ship hit me and then it, disintegrated. There's no gentle way of putting that one, it blew up. Right, full boost, full speed, let's go. I do have to be careful about the planets I choose. I didn't actually check the gravity, because I went down to another planet last night to pick up some silver, and there was a slight problem of it having 2G, which was a bit tough. This one's 0.7, 0.07 even, so that's fine, we're good. We are good on that front. Let's charge the FSD, line up to that little rock over there. It's not even a planet, it's a moon. Pop back in to offer if you want 100 golds. Services for your first skill. Just go on similar name on the server. DMs are always open. I appreciate it, Alpha. Thank you. Like I say, still not something I'm looking into doing at this point in time. I'm quite happy sat all the way over here, far away from the Thargoid Menace. Have I tried Fallout Shelter? I have not, no. I've been in a bomb shelter, but that was more historical education than gameplay. I have not tried Fallout Shelter, no. Have all I need? It doesn't matter about need, Alpha Elder. I have all I need to attempt 6x3 Eidolon hunts. I don't want to. I feel like D should just set up part of the server for people simply to lock in part of the day-night cycle while doing a mission. It doesn't need to be a server, just the ability to select it. Both for Plains of Eidolon and for the day-night cycle on Earth, and for that matter the other open worlds as well. Just the ability to select it. Games built around practicality and efficiency, I'll be good at it. Yeah. I think for now, I have enough things in my repertoire, to be honest. I'm not one of those that likes to flit between games. I like to grab it, find what I want out of it, and just absolutely squeeze it. I don't flit between things so much. Despite flitting around in space here. It's a different kind of flitting. Also, I'm bringing it in very gently here because I do have a few bad experiences with landing on planets. I'd rather not make today one. Also, wow, those two rocks are very close to each other. That does not look spatially stable whatsoever. I do not know how big these things are supposed to be, but that does not look right to me. Also, that's got a nice golden belt to it. But that doesn't look safe. Anyway, let's bring ourselves in over here. I think I'm coming in a little bit too hot here. Let me cycle that back and around.
Orbital flight engaged.
God, yeah, we're coming in very hot. Jesus. Let's shed a bit of speed here, shall we? There we go. That's better. That's better. Whew. That would have ended disastrously in uninterestingly ways. Enough needs to be synchronized planes vital, regardless if we can choose day and night. Whatever they do, just frankly, the fact that parts of the game can just be shut out from you for hours is frankly insane. Especially for people who have lower playtime available to them. If you can play 1 hour a night, for example, you log in, it says 1 hour till night, you just go, oh, well, I guess I just can't do that content I wanted to do. That sucks. I don't like that. This is some rocky terrain, although then there's just some not so rocky over there. This terrain is very weird to look at. Also, those are some big-ass craters. Let's swing ourselves in over this way. I've come in very gently. Yeah, swithering. The whole 1 hour is actually like more than an hour. I'm not going to dock at the station. I don't want to head over to that station. No. Let's go over this way. Let's head over to where the craters are. I don't want to be going over all these mountains. It's going to get annoying. Let's go over to these bits here. And just for reference, by the way, I'm still 2.5 kilometers above the surface here, chat. Now 2 kilometers. Ish. Bit hard to tell exactly how far above you are when the train kind of goes like that. I'm going to slowly coast out. That's boost again. I'm going to moderately quickly coast in. No weapon zone exited. Good to know. Yeah, this terrain really does open up over here, doesn't it? $300 meters. Let's slow us down. 170 meters. 100 meters. Let's slow right the way down now. Landing gear out. I'm going to touch us down right about here. Line up with the lay of the land. And we're landed. We've landed. Let's see. I'd say, I mean, if they free some channel in their server for time like gameplay, some squad play is still possible. I mean, just opening up the ability to choose. That's all I'd want, really. Maybe say, watch the planes have 4 distinct seasons, different critters, map setups, and bounty variants. Okay, that's a lot of work, that one. Yeah, I can understand not doing that. I'm not making that a priority. Alright, so, if I recall correctly, I then need to go here and deploy. There we go. We're getting out of the ship now, chat. This is also part of the base game. You don't need Odyssey for this bit. This is part of what was known as Horizons.
Low gravity warning.
And how do I... And we accelerate. Okay, the controls are very, very different to the ship controls. I'm going to need to relearn these. I'm going to need to relearn these quite a bit, chat. Give me a second here. There we go. We can have a look at my ship from the outside now. Including jetting around, because why not? Put the speed to a gentle 5 meters per second. And just have a look at that as we pass around it. Okay, a little bit faster. There we are, 9 will do. I mean, she's not a bad ship. I've not gone for the lime green that other person's gone for. I've got, I'd say, a tasteful approach. I don't know if this is default or not, but I like it. A little bit darker on this side, obvious reasons. That is not my design, it's the shadow of the sun. Now, we landed facing a crater, did we not? If I head over this way... Also, do we think the sun is rising or setting at the moment? Hold on, let's stop the buggy. Have a look at the stars here. Let me tell, are we looking at sunrise or sunset? I genuinely cannot tell. Never mind then. What is the rotational period of this? Okay, I can't open the map at the moment. Don't roll forwards. My hotkey for map is not working, so I'm going to have to do it this way. This way? This way. There we go. System map. This moon rotates... That's its orbital period. Does it have a rotational information? Tidally locked. Ah. Right. It's tidally locked. We're not going to see a sunrise or sunset most likely then. That is understandable for a rock of this magnitude. It's tiny. Fair enough. Also, whilst we're here, we don't need to leave the ship just lying around. So let's.
Ship dismissed.
Bye. Yeah, we don't need that thing anymore. Your planet needs you, and it's not this one. Cool. So it's just us and the buggy now. It's just us and the buggy. Let's go have a wander. Oh, Alpha Delta, Frigoid, you have all the skills you need. I saw your message, Alpha Delta. I saw. I want to make something clear at this point. When I've said multiple times, I appreciate the offer, not something I'm looking to do right now. That second bit is something you should definitely be hearing, as well as the appreciate the offer bit. Is that it's not something I'm looking to do right now. I appreciate you've said I have the skills I need to deal with the Thargoids. It's still not something I'm looking to do at this point. I appreciate it's something you enjoy doing. It's not something I'm looking to do. This is quite a big crater. It's not the biggest crater, but it's still a bit of a drop. We have the night vision. Yeah, look at the scale of that thing. We can see with the night vision there. Careful as we bundle down this thing. The Python planet needs you. Fair, you take care then, Alpha Delta. Have a good one. As I just try to not lose control of this thing. I'm getting a lot of blips on my scanner over this way, so I'm going to head in this direction for a bit. We appear to be closing in on something. And I have no idea what that something could be, but I want to go have a look. Do you see on the bottom the wave scanner, whatever it's called there? I don't remember whether the highs or lows are the more important bits for general stuff, but I do know that when you see something coalescing, you head in that direction, and you'll find something. You can hear it beginning to crackle. What is that? What is that over there? This is a zero atmosphere planet, or moon, if you will. And there is something burning. That is curious. My interest is most certainly piqued. If I die here, I will be upset, but let's go have a look. It is within detection range. We are apparently not in the mood for selecting things today. I will select it manually. There's no way that's... Cobble? I must be selecting the wrong thing. Is this a fissure? Huh. I wouldn't have expected any geological activity on a rock this small, but there appears to be a fissure right there. How does one interact? I forgot. I don't remember any of the keybinds for driving around, so this is going to be very awkward for a bit, chat. I need the thing that activates my turret. Which is not that. Not that. Oh, no, that just shot a shot, but straight ahead. Was it 5? 3? Nope, not 3. 2. No, that's chat. It's not 4. It's not 1. It's 6. Let's open up the settings. I'm not going to keep pressing things until something happens, because I'll probably eject my face into the lava there, and that'll be bad. SRV controls. Driving mode switches. Arms of a headlock. Switch cockpit mode. Open discovery. No. Driving turret controls. Driving misc. Where's switch to turret? Toggle turret. U. Of course, U. Yes, U. The universal letter choice for turret. How could I ever forget U? There we go. Alright. Oh god, that sensitivity is high. Well, I broke a rock. We have nickel. And a cargo scoop that won't deploy. God damn it. Why is my cargo scoop not deploying? Why are all the controls different on the buggy? That doesn't make any sense. Cargo. Cargo? Cargo scoop is home? Why would it be home?
Cargo scoop deployed.
What? Did I do this? Rebind? I'm not going to do enough buggy stuff, I'll be honest with you. Like, okay, carefully does it, carefully. Gently roll forwards. Got it. That was a lot more effort than I expected to grab that. Crystalline cluster. What? Oh, that's away from here. Okay. So that thing there, I managed to get 1 unit of nickel. If I had a nickel, for every time I got a nickel from one of these things, I have 1 nickel, which is not a lot. But it's happened once. Let's go up. Stretch the engines up. Okay. Maybe not the smartest way of traveling, but you know what? Oh god. There we are. I'm fine. I'm not complaining whatsoever. Come on. Yeah. There we go. Let's go around that boulder and park ourselves right here. There we go. You need to be destroyed. Why is my hull at 99%? When did I damage my hull? Whee! Guys, I saw a Thargoid. Alright. Gently. Gently. Targeting doesn't work for some reason. Tungsten. Tungsten. It's a grade 3. It's a thing. Is that the thing I just broke? Wander over. Got it. Hello, Trekkie. How you doing? There we go. I just line up the turret here. That would be... Oh, that was convenient. There we go. Oh, God, it's going away. Nope. Wrong way, wrong way. Backwards, 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 backwards. Not that fast. Oh, oh no. No! How have I jumped over the edge of the frickin'... Oh, it's all gone wrong. It's... Ah! Okay, let's see if I can go get that rock back. I accidentally just backed off a crater. I would not recommend doing that. It was definitely unintentional. This is quite the terrain. And it does appear that we are oh, is that sun setting? I thought it wasn't gonna, but it looks like it might. After all. Right. Well, I don't see the link for the rock, so that's gone. Cool. Let's go get a new one. Slowly does it. Oh shit, I was falling? I thought I just couldn't see. I am not good at buggy. Oh god. This is why humanity should not be on the moon. Please. I'm good. Take this very gently. Not right up on that rock there. Very gently. Excellent. And then that was some tin. Just grade 3. It's a thing to collect. This place is 0. It's near enough 0G. It's 0.07. Yeah, this is really, really low gravity, which makes it quite difficult to navigate. You'd think, oh, low gravity, that means you're unburdened. It's no. This is a complete lack of gravity, near enough. Like, if you were to weigh, say, 60 kilos or 130 pounds, something like that, on Earth, let me just translate that for you. 60 kilos on Earth would here weigh a whopping 4.2 kilos. 130 pounds here would weigh 9.1 pounds. That's how low gravity this is. As you launch yourself in space by ramping. I don't think we can quite reach escape velocity, but, you know, we're not far off. We're not far off. What is the gravity of Deimos, for example? The real world Deimos. Deimos surface gravity is... Oh, wow. Okay, never mind. Deimos, one of the moons of Mars, is 0.003. So this rock we're on has 20 times the gravity of Deimos. Never mind. We're not going to accidentally ramp off of this one, then. This is no Deimos. But we can just launch up a bit. But we quickly come back down again. It's not a very permanent lift. Yeah, no, we're fine. Don't roll. We're fine. Mars moons are just asteroids that got trapped in Mars orbit. I mean, pretty much, yeah. Mars's moons are barely moons. They're not even spherical. They don't look like a skull, as Warframe would have you think. But they're not spherical, no. They're just asteroids, really. But they're fun to talk about. Mars is all kinds of weird, including Olympus Mons being absolutely ridiculous. Just in every way. Yeah. I think Pluto's moon is bigger than Pluto? No. I'm fairly certain it's... smaller. But I don't know if it's even considered a moon at that point. Rather than a twin. It's Charon, right? Charon size. Charon is 606 kilometers in a radius. Whereas Pluto has a radius of 1,188 kilometers. So yeah, Charon is definitely smaller than Pluto, but not by much. In terms of cosmological scales. Not by much. Yeah, Pluto's a dwarf planet. It doesn't meet the criteria to be a planet on its own. On Twitch from your foot on Deimos, you sent straight to Mars? Pretty much, yes. Or at least, not a Twitch outright, but I'm fairly certain it's either Deimos or Phobos, one of the two. The average person could throw a baseball hard enough that it just never comes back down. That's how low the gravity is on those moons. You can just straight up lob things off it. Which I think is amazing. Almost as amazing as Novalepus here has just decided to subscribe with their pride. Novalepus, you're all amazing. Thank you very much for joining on the channel with that. Oh. Enjoy your lovely new blue badge, your access to Supporter Tea Lounge, your ad-free viewing here, and of course your emotes. Appreciate you. Alright, I see some stuff up ahead. It's popping on my scanner, and I've got visual contact as well. We're out of that crater. I don't remember wanting to be out of the crater, but we're out of the crater. Let's go have a look at this over here. Oh, don't mind the bumps. Full speed ahead! There's no way this could end badly. This is going to end badly. Shit! I'm alive. Alright then. Whatever you are, I feel like I should just shoot you. Never mind, shooting you is not having the expected result. What am I supposed to do here? Crystalline crust, crystalline fragments. Is the thing I'm trying to shoot at behind this? It might actually be behind it. No, it's definitely this. Oop. Balls. Oh, there it is. It was on a bit of rock off to the side. There it goes. Germanium. It's only tier 2. I can't be bothered to spend the time to actually go grab that. Genuinely cannot be bothered. Ooh, that was not how I was supposed to turn. Alright, let's lock onto this one. Crystalline cluster. There we go. It gave me nothing. Oh wait, there it is. Tungsten. It's a grade 3. I'll take that. Gently. Got it. So yeah, you can roam around on the barren rocks. Unsurprisingly, barren rocks are what we know as barren rocks. They are barren, and they have rocks. There may be less barren things around. I'm not picking up any on my scanner right now. So I'm just going to travel in this direction for a bit and see what we find. If I don't find anything in like a couple kilometers this way, I'll call my shit. Which, by the way, is the thing we can do. Yeah, so high speed in low gravity, terrible handling. I'm gonna slow down. That speed was just absolutely uncontrollable. This is better. Ooh. Space View, Barren Rocks or Barren of Rocks. Yeah, it's space is filled with mostly nothing. Where there isn't nothing, that something is usually gas. If that gas gets a bit close to each other, it becomes stars, which are plasma, but still mostly nothing of interest to humans really, aside from, hey, warm, stand back. Of the remaining not gas, not plasma, not nothing, it is mostly rocks. And if you travel just far enough, you might come across a little place called Earth, where some rocks got a bit gooey, and after a few million years, started to come up with ideas such as taxes. In amongst a sea of nothing, there exists a slightly gooey rock that invented taxes, and that is where you live. Fun fact. Avoid the place that's full of weirdos? I mean, all my best friends are there. Unfortunately, so are all my worst enemies, but well, that's a discussion for another time. Alright, what did I just shoot? It's kind of surprising we can't scan this before shooting it, but you know what? Nickel. I'm not getting a second nickel. I refuse. I don't care about the meme. I'm not getting a second nickel. It ain't happening. I'm driving away. With almost no control. Okay, no. Change that. With no control. Ugh. I don't even know the keybinds turn off my headlights and I don't want to. I'm just going to climb out of here. And I want you to appreciate, chat, I chose to land in the flat area. Do you remember all those spikes? That really hilly / pseudo-mountainous terrain we saw coming in? I chose to land on the flatter bit, and this is our experience. Could you imagine what it would be amongst the spikes? Yeah, that would be, that would certainly be testing me. Well, there's got to be something along here that isn't just rock. We found rocks and rocks and rocks we can harvest and rocks we can't, and rocks we can crash into. My poor little buggy is down to 84% of its hull. Which is impressive because I've never broken my shields, so what good are these shields, I wonder? This doesn't look like a safe drop. Okay, we're okay for now. We're okay for now. The next drop might be less okay. Oh, no, we're fine. Okay. Rock and stone? Yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. This might have been the most boring rock I could have found to land on, but it was the rock most conveniently adjacent to us. So, you can thank my general laziness for that. At least I seem to be getting the hang of driving in low gravity, so that's good. You're all expecting me to crash now, I can hear it. Even through a live stream I can hear it. But I'm handling, you see? See, ooh, oh god. Okay. Mostly handling. Mostly. I still don't know how to reorient the thing when it takes off. I don't know what buttons it wants to respond to, but it's not responding to the ones I'm pressing. Oh god, that was a wrong button. Interestingly, no weapon zone entered. Hold on. Have I accidentally just driven towards... I've accidentally just driven towards the metallurgic station. What are the chances of that? Of all the directions I could have happened onto, I have accidentally driven in the direction of this very station that we landed near to in the first place. With no line of sight on it. Well, it's only 10 kilometers to go, so sure, why not? Let's head over there. I'm going to drive to a space station. Because that makes sense. Yeah. Oh god. Okay, this terrain is definitely getting spikier. Let's see, 10.4 kilometers. How am I going to get there before the end of the stream? 10.3. 10.2. You never know. Ow. 75% hull integrity. 72%. I might not get there at all at this rate. What do we think, chat? Should I continue driving over to it, or should I call my ship at this point? This is starting to feel a little bit... Oh dear. 70%? Okay, well I took no damage on that landing because I used my jets. Oh, I can't see. Pull up. I figured out the rotation. Ah, oh shit. Okay. That is not good. What am I... This is not going to work, is it? This is no terrain for me to be driving on. Oh god. I've made it half a kilometer closer. And I appear to have perched myself on a rock. I'm calling my ship before I blow myself up. Hello? Hello? Recall? Alright, cool. Where is that landing? I've called my ship. Where is it? Hal? Open the bay doors, Hal. Thank you. Okay. Slightly concerned for a moment there. We're all good. Where's that landing? That? What would happen if I die in a rover? Honestly, no idea, Daitai. I don't know if I've ever done that. Not in the mood for finding out, to be quite honest, either. The ship appears to be landing over there. That seems nice and close. I can get to that. Okay, there's a little bit of rockage in the way. I don't remember when it became nighttime, but you know what? We'll just have to deal with that fact. I have got night vision to help us with that, and I've got headlights. Gently does it. Don't want to ding the paintwork on my ship. Man, I'm surprised that I managed to find a landing spot here. This is uncomfortable terrain. Gently pull into the front of the ship here, and I hope I am the right way around. Board the ship. Nailed it. Nailed it. Yeah, let's stick to space. I'll be quite honest with you, chat. I think things are more interesting in space. Now, there are going to be interesting things to find on the ground, but I found none of them with that. Let's just lift ourselves up. I think over in that direction should be the station. Yep, over there's the station. We'll just head over there real quick. See if I can fix up the buggy. That would be convenient. So to those of you who have not played Elite Dangerous before, I'm curious now, how do you feel about the game? From what you have seen over the last 2.5 hours, or less if you've been watching less, how do you feel about it, having seen my shenanigans so far? Also, let's get docking permission.
Docking request granted.
Hey, landing pad number 1. Don't mind if I do. Just drift us around a bit. Oop. Nope, nope, nope. Don't crash into the buildings. They'll be very unhappy if I do that. Planetary docking is always a bit more problematic, because there's gravity to deal with.
Engines disengaged.
It's really fun. Kick on a podcast too and take it easy. Oh yeah, you can absolutely do that. You could absolutely say this game very easy. In fact, I've chosen mostly locations which are very close. There are lots which are distant after you jump into the star system, so you have to be careful about that. It's a trick everyone runs into at some point. Picking something that ends up being quite far away. Alright, advanced maintenance. Repair. Yeah, everything is looking all good now. Wunderbar. Alright, let's head back to Amicus. That's where all the fun stuff is at. That's where the election is at that we're trying to win. Let's head over to the launch. No rotation on this pad. Before I head off, let me just have a quick look at that settlement proper, by the way. Give you guys a good old lookarino at that. Just roll around. It's nothing too fancy. Nothing too fancy down there. But it's a thing. You consider buying the game if you have time to play continuously. Well, the good thing is that it's a purchase game, not a subscription game. So you can just grab it and go for it, yeah. Now, there's things to target around here, but logic is telling me not to target anything. Because if I do that, they might take it as an act of aggression, and, well, I'm one ship. They're an entire settlement. That would probably end badly for me. You want 10 plus hours per session? Good lord. Yeah, that's fair, Nova. That's absolutely fair. Is there a non-consensual PvP like in Evenly? There is, but you can actually opt out of that, Brother Oni. I'm currently in open play, so another player could indeed end up in my instance, and then they could shoot upon me. It would be illegal. We're in a police system, so that would end potentially badly for them, although if someone's shooting at me, they probably know what they're doing. However, you can also play in both solo mode and also a mode with just your own group. Your own friends, and in those modes other players can't just happen upon you. They have no ability to attack you. It would just be you, the friends you choose, or no one if you're solo, and the NPCs. There is still non-consensual PvE in that you will get attacked by NPCs from time to time, more so if you put yourself in a position to be attacked, so you do have to worry about that as well. Why would they do so? It's so rude. It appears that you have not yet understood the human race, Nova. Some people just do things. Sometimes they do it because they feel like it would be fun. Others do it because they feel you have in some way offended their sensibilities, whatever that sensibility may or may not be. And others just do it because they could. Some people are the kind of people that they see a big red button in front of them. A button that says, this will hurt people and you will get nothing from it. And their instinct upon looking at that button is to go, huh, let's see then. And they press it. There's no getting around that. Some people just do that. Alright, am I locked onto Amicus? Can't remember if I actually locked it on. Yes. Engage hyperdrive. Let's get us out of here. I mean, I've done a variety of different things on either line. I have helped support haulers to avoid being attacked and get them out of hostile situations. I have been the spearhead of a fleet looking to just drop on an unsuspecting individual. I have helped out in faction wars and player wars. I have done all kinds of trading. Even made a few video guides back in the day. And I have done some of the stuff that makes some people go, are you sure you're okay, dude? One group lied about the time zone they were in. Gave me absolutely nothing interesting to do with said group. I was basically just dumped in wormhole space with nothing but their assets around me. So I did the only logical thing, and I took everything that wasn't nailed down. Made myself quite a bit of money that way. At one point, came across someone who was hauling a whole bunch of stuff, and I went, you know what? I see how much you've got. And I see that it would cost me a lot less than that to take it from you. So I took it. By gun and by force. That's even line for you. So long as you keep it all in-game, a lot of things are good to go there. A lot of things are good to go. Oh, and there's that Andrew as well. Sometimes it's not even malice, yeah, as you say. Some people just pressing buttons, 20-35ing themselves without realizing what they're doing. Yeah, people do weird things. If I ever reach a point where I fully understand that, I will be a very, very rich man. Until such a day, I will just continue to be perplexed by everyone. No getting around that one. Oh, I would be on the right. Arse end of this station, wouldn't I? Ugh, gotta go around. Like, really around. I can't go tight because I'll probably run into the solar panel knowingly. Yeah, I would have smacked straight into that if I took a straight line approach. You got to appreciate a little bit of sort of ambience in this game as you come in, like just angelic singing as you approach a station. Like, what? Yep, it's a station. Been here before. Gonna be here again later. Good to know. On our way to landing pad 3-8. We got 10 minutes to dock. I don't need 10 minutes. What a new person probably does. I can hear a ship being very close to me, and that is about to be their problem, not mine. Ooh, okay, I hit the grid. Oh, I've not done that in a very, very long time. Oh, that's embarrassing. Let's just coast in and ignore that that happened, shall we please, chat? That slightly too tight an angle. Slightly too tight. There we go. We'll just ignore that all of that happened, shall we? Right. Election time. What we got going on over here? Good news, hopefully. Give me some good information in the way of good missions we can do to spread the influence. So we got, what, about half hour left to do what we can here. The election details will update with the daily TIG, by the way, because the way this game works is that all faction stuff operates on a daily cycle. So any changes, any influence you've done only actually appears to have an effect when that tick happens. It's usually between 4 to 5 o'clock UK time in the afternoon. Mine osmium, no. Oh, hello. Hello, what's this one? This contract has been issued by the Federal Navy. The item we require you to collect is of singular importance to certain Federation dignitaries. Federal Navy requires 24 units of domestic appliances. Okay, that's interesting. I was expecting to only see election stuff here, but it seems that I've got some progression with the Navy themselves. In which case, I will say yes, let's do that. I will absolutely go grab you your domestic appliances. 24 tons of them, sure, why not? With that in mind then, I need to grab domestic appliances. Let's see if any of these other mission targets sell those. Because if I could do 2 in 1, that would be even smarter. Courier for sensitive pole data Caterpillar is going to Wingrove Terminal. Let's see what they... If I go... Oh, balls. No, no, no. Back out. I go to the commodities market. I go to sell domestic appliances produced by... Not what I was looking for, but so far. You choose to believe that's 25 tons of toasters? Imagine. Imagine. I'm imagining it's more along the lines of things like, you know, washing machines, showering units, cooking units, that kind of stuff. But let's go with the toasters. Sure, why not? Alright, let's see. It's produced by locally, we can see at least a few places. There is McCarthy Gateway, Crown Dock, Cook Park, Rasmussen Ring. Let's see if any of those pop up on the missions. I'd just like to, you know, chain things together. Be a little bit smarter about this. Elcano Platform is not one of those. Stabanao Prospect, nope. Oh, Messi knows a star system. Quimper Vision, no. Wingrove Terminal, we already had a look at you. That's a no. Another for Wingrove Terminal, that'd have been great earlier. Harris Orbital. Polar Platform. It doesn't look like I've got one. Crown Camp, no. I was going to look at this a different way. Elcano Platform, let's see, what is Elcano Platform? It's 24 Canum Vetnacorium. I think I read that incorrectly, but whatever. Venaticorum. I did read that completely incorrectly. I don't even need to go in this way. No, what am I doing? Back out. Oh. Elcano Platform. On this one here. Trade data. There it was. Elcano Platform. Machinery. No, not machinery. Technology. Wasn't it domestic appliances? What am I? Consumer items. Domestic appliances, there we go. They imported. No, not them. This might be the worst way of looking into this. I don't know for certain, but I know that is not the one we're looking for. How about you then? Stabanao Prospect. You. Market information. Buy the data. Now can I have a look? Data is still on. I just purchased the frickin'. Whatever. Okay, not that one then. I refuse, chat. If they're not going to let me know what's even happening over there, I'm just not going. You there. Harris Orbital. That sounds like it'll have information. Alright. Orbital is going to be in space. If I get rid of the planetary markets, this will be a lot quicker to check. Harris Orbital, consumer items, domestic appliances, import, damn it. I just want one that takes me somewhere where they're selling it as well. Pole Platform, we already had a look at that one as well. I remember seeing that one as a no-go. Crown Camp. It's quite a distance on the jump in, but it will be worth it. Data unavailable. Not worth it then. Warranty prices are only available for systems in which you have docked. Oh, I've just never been there. Fair enough. Never mind, don't want it. Catakilal. Wingrove Terminal. Let's quickly check that, I guess. Consumer items. Oh, I'm not even looking at Wingrove. Wingrove Terminal. Domestic appliances, they import it. What about this one? Gathering also imports it. God damn it. Does anyone want poll data and also sell the stuff I'm trying to buy? Quimper Vision. That's our last one we can check now. Quimper Vision. Our survey says consumer items, domestic appliances, import. God damn it. Alright, so I'm just not chaining that together then, sod it. We'll just find someone selling this stuff. Manor Wyden, Cook Park. They sell domestic appliances. Do they sell them at Gottlob Treasuring? Yes, they do. Okay, we'll just go back to Gottlob. We'll just go back to Gottlob and be done with it. Oh, blimey. Let's go. We're going to go get 24 tons of toasters. We're going to bring them back. And the Federation is going to be happy for it.
Detachment confirmed. Depart safely from the station.
gear retracted.
Gently bring us at least through the slot. Then I'll boost out. You see there is someone else on the approach as well. Very, very careful. So I'm never quite sure how this station is so busy, because it's got a very minimal population, this place here. What was the population, does it say here? What was it going to say? Over here? Summary. Yeah, population 130,000. It's a low population area. What's my favourite song done by Keith Power? By Keith Power. Keith Power. Keith Power. Doesn't he do the Warframe songs? I think those names are tied together in my head. Am I right about that, Nova? Yes. Okay, cool. In which case, it's gotta be, We'll Live Together. Like, it's gotta be. How could it not be that one? Ready, and start the count.
3, 2.
I'll say this jump. You chat as well. Do this. This is a good time to stretch. Oh, reach backwards, forwards, and then we're in. Did we win the election yet? We're on the way to winning it, Gamble. We're on the way to winning it. We're spreading our influence. We're probably going to succeed for today, which is good. And I just need it to succeed again tomorrow, and it'll be the winner. Because elections are spread over between 4 to 7 days in this game. And so long as you are the winner for 4 days out of the 7, you win the election. Hence why it can be as short as 4 days. Alright, so let's bring us into Gottlob Fredering. Back to the good old Mustafar marble. And if I lock in that, that should bring us in nicely. If I get this wrong, I will slam into the planet, so let's hope I got this right. Looks like I got it right. Yeah, we're good. Beautiful. And the entrance is down on the bottom side. From my perspective, of course. If I do this, it's now top side. And now it's back onto the bottom side. Good old 3D space, eh? Request to dock.
Access granted. Adjust heading for approach to badge 1.
Wonderful. They actually find the slot. It's somewhere around the front here. There it is. And I'm going to regulate my speed on the approach because I want to be extra safe at the moment. We're on a contract for the Federation themselves. That's kind of important. Rift around. Don't hit the grid this time. Not that I've ever done that, of course, totes. Switch to landing gear.
Landing gear deployed.
And kill the speed. Slam. Oh, slightly overshot. Whatever. Fine. Alright, and the only reason we're here is because at Gottlob they have the commodity that we're looking for. I can purchase the domestic appliances. How many do they have? They've got 20,000 of these. Okay, they've got a few going around. I only need 24. Yep, 24 required. Let's purchase that for 8,000 credits. I mean, it's a joke. I got 144 bloody million. They asked me to get 8,000 credits worth of stuff. Whatever. Or whatever. Set the navigation back to Amicus. There we go. And off we go. Simple as that. That's a lot of toasters. That is a lot of toasters, yeah. Although, that said, Andrew, you notice how close we were to their star? I mean, this is a very toasty place. My ship may say it currently has a thermal load of only 27% of maximum, but this station is in a very toasty location. Let me tell you. God, you can barely see that ship if I don't activate the night vision. Look at that. Yeah, if I boost out of here, get us a bit of distance. Let's see, where's the sunlight appearing from? Flip around. Right. There, isn't it?
Flight assist off.
And just do a quick little doozy. Look how close this station is to that star. Look how close that thing is. That is bright. Like, that is straight up overloading the visual sensor there. That's just a glowing orb. I can't make out any detail at all on that.
Flight assist on.
So yeah, this is probably a major export of toasters and a major import of sunscreen, fact 2 billion or something. I think from star to station it's something like 8 light seconds, if I recall correctly, maybe 6. For comparison, from our star to Earth is about 500 light seconds. It's in that ballpark. I think it's a bit under. So 500 light seconds of distance versus 8. It's very close. Alright, we've arrived here. Let's head on over to Mills Colony. It's still pretty close, that one. But this one is about 80 light seconds out. Not 8. It's an order of magnitude further, but it's still relatively close. Like, yeah. Hold on, if I set, let me set that to cruise control for a moment. Set to cruise control. Lot of solar power. Oh yeah. Salt to Earth is about 8 light minutes. Yeah. And a light minute is 60 light seconds. 8 times 60, 480. So it's close on 500. Let's see. What's the distance? Sun to Mercury in light seconds. Okay, well, it wants to tell me in minutes. It says it's 3.2 minutes from the Sun to Mercury at light speed. So yeah, even Mercury then. That's 3.2 minutes. That's nearly 200 light seconds. So this colony we're going to right here is less than half the distance from its star than our closest planet, Mercury, is from our star. That's still incredibly close. And of course, you can see on the listing here, if I can just go into this, there is some stuff, like the 8th planet is 4,000 light seconds out. That's just a little bit further away, you know? Just a little bit further. Oh god, we're on the backside of it again. It's just reached that part of its orbit, hasn't it? So if I come in from starboard, I'm always going to come up the backside of this thing for now.
Welcome to the station, Commander. Commence with docking procedures.
Well, no, not assuming any of that, Brother Oni. That would be assuming talking about the actual solar output and how much you'd be feeling from it. But in terms of distance, distance is distance. It doesn't matter how intense your sun is. You're still the same distance away. But you're hearkening onto the right practical aspect, which is, well, is the star even as bright as our sun? Because otherwise it doesn't matter as much. When I'm able to dock, I will have a look at the details from the star here. See what info we can grab on that and compare it to our sun. I can't actually see the station. There we are. Barely see it, except for the guidance lights until I do this. I also need to request docking permission, because otherwise they'll get very pissed at me.
Committed. Plot route for approach to landing pad 05.
Scan detected.
Let's do what that ship's over there. Let's get a bit further out and then line up. There we are. Following this little sidewinder. Teeny tiny ship, that one. Look at the size of it! That thing could go in sideways. It actually can. Mine? Yeah, mine can't do that. Mine is a little bit more brick-shaped. It's a brick that flies. Still a brick. Oh god, I just hit something. Don't tell the insurance company. Shields are fine. Everything is fine. No one needs to cry to anyone. There we go. Okay, first things first, let's finish the mission, so I don't forget that.
Touchdown, ground crew dispatch. Welcome to the station, Commander.
Let's drop these in. Oh, I imagine the stations are well insulated, Dietai. It would be pretty problematic if they didn't, you know. All kinds of legal trouble. There we go, deliver that cargo. Do I take the money? Or the electrochemical arrays, 2 of them, rarity grade 3. I take a 300k lower pay, but I get some rarer materials. I don't know where I get electrochemical arrays from. Do I have electrochemical arrays? This will be in materials. Electric... I don't see them at all. Unless it is this encoded. I don't think it'll be encoded, but... Nope. I don't have any of these, so sure, why not? Let's take it. 300k less credits, whatever. I got 144 mil. And I am promoted. Oh, that's wonderful. Federal Navy promotion to Chief Petty Officer. Why, thank you. I appreciate that. What? Also got the permit to 2 different systems, so I can now go to Vega and Beta Hydri. Nice. Nice. Well, that's a thing, isn't it? Alright, let's get that star information. We're curious about it. Let's find out. I want to go into the system info. Here we go. 1 star. So this is a M-class red dwarf. It is less than 40% the mass of our sun. It's about half the radius of our sun. Has a surface temperature of 2,947 Kelvin. Whatever that means to you and me. Let's compare those stats then. Let's compare those to our star. If I just do a quick little snipping tool, I can grab that right there. There we are. We'll save that for a second. Because I can go into the galaxy map. I can search for Sol. Which, for those of you who don't know, is the name of our star, by the way. Thank you. Click onto that. Grab the system information for Sol. We'll look at the solar system. Every time I say that, I hope that I'm not blowing anyone's minds. And I know that half the time I am. But there we go. We got good old Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, and so on. You know, all that good stuff. Why is that red? Permit is required for this location. Huh. I do not have permit to go to one of the moons. Fair enough. Is it short for solar, not shit out of luck? It's not actually short for solar, no. Solar is long from Sol, not the other way around. I think. In any case, Sol. Solar mass is 1.0000. It turns out if you divide the mass of something by itself, you get 1. Same happens with radius. But we can have a look at the temperature. That's the interesting and different bit. So not only is that other star a lot smaller and a lot less massive, it is also a lot colder. The surface temperature of, what's that, like 3,000 degrees, near enough colder? That's a lot colder. I don't know how that really relates to stellar classification overall. It's just not something I am familiar with, but that is a lot colder. Damn. I don't even know what the habitable zone will be around such a star. If there even is one, but yeah. That's a thing. Class M stars are red stars that form the bulk of the main sequence stars in the galaxy. Their mass is low, as is their surface temperature. Compared to our star, the Class G, are white, yellow main sequence stars. They usually range in mass of 0.8 to 1.2 solar masses and have a surface temperature reaching around 6,000 Kelvin. Never really asked why is this orbital so close to the star, but now you know. Now you know, yeah. I mean, in some cases, because, of course, procedural generation as well, so it's just kind of all over the place. But, more to the point, yeah. This information, by the way, as much as I just hand-waved the procedural generation, this information is important to those of you who choose to do exploration in this game. Because the most valuable things to find in this game, certainly the most valuable things to scan down, are Earth-like worlds, or worlds which can be terraformed into Earth-like worlds. Those are the best things to find, because expansionists, they want this information, so stellar cartography pays a heck of a lot for that information. And the only places you're going to find Earth-like worlds are in the habitable zone around the star. So if you understand the star that you're looking at, then you understand how far out from that star there could be a habitable world. And at that point then, you can go ahead and look for the planets in that section and scan those ones specifically to see, is it a terraforming candidate? Whereas if you're going in blind, then you'll just be scanning any old rock, and so long as it's roughly rock type, you'll be like, oh, that could be the one. And it turns out you're mostly scanning shit. Not even shit, you're just scanning rocks. Shit would imply there was life there, you're just scanning rocks. So yeah, this information does actually come in handy to know and understand if you are doing exploration, and if you want to optimize your exploration. But if you don't care about that, well, why are you playing a space game, frankly? 50 Jupiter mass is the base line for star formation? Fairly. I thought it was less than that. I thought Jupiter was, you know, not that far off. Like, not orders of magnitude off. I'm curious now. This has a mass. Earth mass is 317 point something Earth masses. I've mapped this planet. I've mapped it? Huh. Apparently at some point I went to Jupiter in this game. I don't remember that. Geology insults rocks, calls them worse than shit. Yeah, and I'll do it again, Tom. I'll do it again. Let's see. Minimum mass needed to form a star. Come on, Google. Give me that info. How much mass is required for a star to form? That's going to answer the question. The found value is 0.016 solar masses, which is on the same order of magnitude as the accepted value of 0.08. Lower limit is about 80 times mass of Jupiter. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, it's a lot more than I thought. That is a lot more than I thought. Okay. Cool. I just learned something. You would need to have a ball of gas 50 to 100 times the size of Jupiter before you got a chance of making a star out of it. Good to know. And stars in this game, they get pretty bonkers. Like, we saw that there. The solar system, 1 star, obviously. You know it. It's up there. Well, not for me at the moment. It's somewhere below the Earth, comparatively speaking. But it's out there. We're all aware of it. And then Amicus here also has 1 star. But there are some crazy star systems in this game. There are some crazy ones. Let me choose one at random and hope to God it's crazy. You there. I can't look at that one. You there. I'll look at that one. You there. I can't look at that one. You there. Okay, I need to pick something I've actually been to. This is embarrassingly problematic at the moment. You there, Laxac. I've been to you. How many stars do you have? Well, that is a bit of a bonkers location already. So we can see here it has 1, 2, 3 stars. It also has a hell of a lot of fleet carriers here because people really want to be in this location. And we have got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 planets in orbit around just this star alone. Those planets, one of them has 1 moon. One of them has 1, 2, 3, 5 moons. One of them has another 5 moons. Over here, this planet, this star has 5 planets. One of them has a moon. And then we've got a couple gas giants, which are actually orbiting around the point between these 2 stars. Strangely enough. I'm not even sure how that would look. Can I get an orrery view of this? Oh, that is pretty. I'm already seeing how this is coming out. No, I did. No, don't plot a route. I'm just looking. I'm just looking. No, I'm looking. Don't. What? I'm just moving the map. Why would we plot routes when I move the map? Anyway. The math involved in calculating the orbits. Yeah, these orbits are not genuine orbits. These are not genuine orbits. I mean, look at these. These are far too circular for me to have just accidentally chanced upon orbits. There is no way these are genuine orbits with the masses involved. Absolutely not. I don't buy it. This whole game is procedurally generated, barring the stuff that we actually know about our solar system and our galaxy, where they could include the real data they have, but mostly this is procedural. There is no way this is real information. Like, it's going to be close, but that's going to be it. Tri-star system is chaos. If only that was the worst in this game. In terms of the chaos that could become... Oh god, that is a lot of fleet carriers. Zoom out. Like this. This says here, orbital period 80 days. This goes around every 80 Earth days. Semi-major axis is 0.4 astronomical units, so it is going around its star in 80 days, and it has a radius of orbit around the star 40% that of Earth's around our sun. It is tidally locked, so it's like Venus, it's just looking the same way all the time at the sun. Volcanism with iron magma, there. I don't think it assumes always perfectly circular orbits in this game, but no, you can look at that and you can see we're not going up just perfect circles. Stop locking the route in. Stop. But there's some crazy bonkers stuff out there. If I... Wait, why are we looking here? Why are we looking at that star system? Okay, well, let's have a look at it then. Oh god, not the aerial view. No, I want the map view. I prefer map view. So this system here, this is a single star system with all those gas giants doing all kind of crazy stuff. And look at these rings. You gotta appreciate some good rings. Let's see, where else have I been? If I go user data, visited systems only. There we go. Now I can actually look a bit further out. Ah. If I go... Oh, I didn't travel far that way, apparently. Let's see if I can spot somewhere I've travelled quite a distance. Oh, wow. You can see the route I took. Look at that. Look how that lights up. That's the route I took from Laxac all the way up to here. Bin Bean. Oh, I've got to have a look. What's Bin Bean? What's Bin Bean? I know we're basically at time here, chat, but oh, there we go. That's a little bit of an interesting one, isn't it? Another 3-star one. And they've got stations orbiting the planets, which are orbiting the massive point between the two stars. As well as other planets. None of these planets are orbiting a star directly. That's a little bit bonkers. That's just a little bit bonkers. We have a look at GD140. What's in that? Actually, I want to see if I can grab one that's, let's say, unpopulated. There we go. That one's unpopulated. Let's have a look. Why is it unpopulated? It's just 2 stars. Okay, that's actually boring. Come on. To wrap us up, give me something real funky here, please. I've found some absolute fonks in my time. I want to see them. I went out exploring a long distance somewhere at some point. I'm trying to see if I can find that route that I took. Where did I go exploring once upon a time? Down here? There's a lot of stars I've explored here. Ooh. Yeah, this is where I must have gone exploring. Look at this. Yeah, we're 1,000 light years out. This is outside the bubble. This is going past the Witchhead Nebula. Look at that. It went straight past it. This is the old exploration route I took way back when. All the way over there is the bubble of life, and I've headed out in the direction of a nebula, apparently. Let's see what's inside of this. Ah. 1 star. Nothing else of any interest whatsoever. I went all that distance out, and this particular place I pick is 1 star. And now I've lost where it was. Somewhere down there. God damn it. Back over we go. Come on, I want to find something better than that. Alright, you there. Sinuith. I don't know how you pronounce that properly. Sinuith. System data unavailable. What do you mean system data unavailable? I scanned it. Oh, there we go. Now we load. Hunter! Why? Come on. Come on, don't do this to me. Okay, which way was it? That way. Plus we go again to see what we can find. What is over here? Let's go a little bit closer in. Maybe something closer to Nebula might have something crazy. NGC 1999 Sector KM-V B2-0. NGC 1999. That feels important IRL somehow. NGC 1999. NGC 1999 is a dust-filled, bright nebula with a vast hole of empty space represented by a black patch of sky, as can be seen in the photograph. Huh. That's a real-world nebula that this is close to. Okay. Well, let's have a look. Star system, please. More than 1 star. Well, it's 1 star and something. This is the consolation prize of terrible, terrible results. And this, I'm not even the first person to discover this stuff. This is terrible. No. All right, last one. I'm gonna go right the way over there. I'm gonna see if I can find somewhere I was the first person. Let's see. I went all the way out here. Where did I stop there? It appears that my route stopped here at Tombeau. Why would the route stop at Tombeau specifically? What is here? Oh, route unavailable. Route settings. Fastest route. Could not set a route to there at fastest? Oh dear. Yep, nope, I can't plot a route out here. This is too far. Damn. Let's have a look. Why did I stop at Tombeau? Well, it's an interesting system. It's got 3 stars and they're all different types. First map by different people. First footfall by dark. Okay. This is all discovered by other people. Why would I stop my route here then? This doesn't make sense, chat. I'm really invested in my own history here as to why I've come out this far at some point years ago and then just stopped. A Class M star, a Class L star, and a Class T dwarf. Yeah, it's 3 different stars. It's so odd. Let's see. Let's see. As you can see, I've just gone jump, 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 jump. All of this is... Oh my god, that's terrible. It's just got some rocks. Okay. There's surely somewhere along here has got to be a star that I was the first to land at. Surely one of these. I was first. Nope. Oh, not this one. That's all. That's footfall as well. People have been out that way. Okay, never mind. Let me try a different tack here. Let me try a different tack. I'm gonna get back home. Let's once again lock onto the blue of where I have been. There we go. And now let's see if I can figure out where I may have otherwise been. Been to Word, been to Laxite, but no, not the engineers, somewhere else. I must have set off from somewhere else. And then travelled a distance. Where? Where is my past? Chat, where is my past? Wonder how many IRL space objects are in the game? Quite a few. Quite a few. Like, you can go up to the Voyager probes, I think. Procyon? I have no idea what that means. Procyon? I still don't know what that means. I'm not seeing any indication of where. Maybe the information I'm looking for is actually just too old. Like, I don't see enough stars you have visited markers to suggest where I've been. Which makes me feel like it is actually just not got the information. Because I definitely did more than just that route. I wouldn't have just gone out there, stopped somewhere that someone else has already been, and then come back home. I know I discovered somewhere myself. I went somewhere no one else has ever been before. I just can't find it. Where did I go? System? Why? There's a strange suggestion as to where I may have started from, but okay. Procyon? Well, that's very near to Sol, and I did not start from there. Actually, is it that near to Sol? Actually, it doesn't look that near to Sol, to be honest. But still, I did not start from there. Because that is showing us no. And was, in fact, not there. Visited stars are stored locally to your PC. If you started playing on a different computer and didn't transfer the data, it could be lost. Oh, I did. Elevator music. Thank you for saving me from continuing to look. It's saved locally? Ah. Oh. That sucks. That sucks because my old PC literally blew a hole in itself. There is no recovering that. It literally destroyed itself. A capacitor or something in the graphics card decided it no longer wanted to be part of this world. It exploded and took out the motherboard with it. So yeah, that's gone then. That's just gone. I'm not going to find out which star. There is out there at least one star and at least one planet with at least one landfall marked where I'm the first one there and I have no idea where it is. This game knows who landed on each of these different places. If I select something where I have access to the data, it says, yeah, this person landed there first. I have no idea where that is, though. I have no idea where mine is. I don't know if there is a way to find out. Someone mentioned something about it earlier, but I just couldn't figure it out. Because it says discoveries, but your total discovery is 33. But I click through and I don't seem to get anything useful, to be quite honest. Because when I look at things like this, this is going to say I've not visited, isn't it? Yeah. So I can't even look at that data. I can't even look at it to see if that's the one. there is some suggestion from the game. This is 883 light years out, so it's still... It's populated, so I don't see... No, if that's populated, there's no way that's my first discovery. Or something I've discovered first. There's no way. It's populated. How is something that far out from the bubble populated? Hang on. What? Huh? That doesn't seem right. Sorry, what? How is there a populated system this far outside the bubble? We can see the bubble there. Why the... What? I'm done, chat. I don't understand any of this anymore. The more I look into things, the less I understand. All I know is that we have achieved our goal today of putting some influence in favor of the Democrats of Amicus. This election will go in our favor. It will be good. I think it's about time we wrap up there. I do hope you have enjoyed this foray into Elite Dangerous once more. If you have, well, make sure you come on back for more. If you are a subscriber, you will be able to vote for more over in the Supporter Tea Lounge. So, subscribers, make sure you're on Discord. If you're not a subscriber and you want to vote, you know what to do. I hope I don't need to finish that sentence for you. But as we hear ships landing around us, it is about time that we land ourselves. Thank you very much for joining in, and I'll catch you for more Warframe on Sunday. It's bye-bye from me.